Thank you very much, John Gunn, and good evening, everybody. Welcome to Memorial Stadium in Gering, Nebraska for the opening game of the season for the 2022 Torrington Trailblazer football game, starting here tonight this season against the Gering Bulldogs on the road. The Blazers, losers in the state semifinals at home last year to the Lovell Bulldogs, and come into tonight's game here to start the season in Gering, Nebraska. Nice to welcome alongside my old partner, Mike McNamee. Mike, you take a look at this game. Always exciting when we start the season. Always a difficult place to start the season down here in Gering. And a lot of question marks to be answered this year for the Torrington Trailblazers.
Yeah, first game of the year, you go back to what you finished the year with last year and what you're starting with this year. So you find out, where are those holes? Where are we going to fill those? It's always interesting, and we've talked about this before, a level of I don't think that arrogance is the word. Confidence maybe is a better word for it. When you come into Nebraska, I think that they believe that they have the ability to probably compete with and even dominate the Wyoming teams. And so a little bit of a chip on the shoulder maybe for the Torrington Trailblazers. But I think the biggest thing is you got to get out. You've got to start playing competition other than those on your own team to find out exactly where you're at.
Definitely so, and we look forward to a good one here tonight to start the season from Gering, Nebraska. Big thanks to all our Blazer boosters. They'll be with you all season long. Please, when you hear those ads, mention in those businesses you appreciate hearing Torrington football on Cinch Country KGOS. And don't forget about our YouTube channel. The guys are here, Ryan and Kyler, getting you all set for video action. You can go to YouTube and search KGOS Sports, hop on and watch and listen to this broadcast. We'll take a break here and be back to talk with head coach Russell Steinmetz of the Torrington Trailblazers. We'll do that right after this 2-minute break.
It feels good to be free. Free to come and go. Set your pace and choose your path. Banner Torrington Community Hospital offers new technologies, in-state specialists for the road less traveled, and the healthcare professionals you know for a familiar face along the way. Torrington Community Hospital, providing a wide breadth of care, making healthcare easier so life can be better.
We treat you like family, you're one of our own.
When it comes to putting up fences, corrals, and additional outbuildings on your farm or ranch, you can always count on Century Lumber to have on hand the materials you'll need for all kinds of projects. 3.5 by 6.5, 5 by 8, or 6 by 8 treated posts. They also carry sizes of panels and supplies for the fencing you may need to put up this year. And no matter the tank size you need for your herd, they have all sizes to choose from. They know that jobs around the farm and ranch are never ending, and that's why they're ready to help you out. Century Lumber, Torrington.
Specializing in custom cattle feeding, Dinklage Feed Yards features old-fashioned reliability and commitment to create better feeding and marketing opportunities, including specialty programs such as Verified Natural and NHTC. Dinklage ranks as the top choice of progressive cattle feeders throughout the country, and our financing department offers a prompt, convenient, and competitive response to our customers' cattle or feed financing needs. Make Dinklage a part of your team and allow us to maximize your profits. Dinklage Feed, East Highway 26, Torrington.
With Domino's Carside Delivery, you can carry out any 3-topping pizza for just $7.99 without leaving your car. So you don't have to interrupt your kid's favorite song.
And we'll all be friends just for one.
You can interrupt this, actually.
Next time you carry out 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each, try Domino's Carside Delivery. Just pull up to the store, check in online, and Domino's will bring your food to you contact-free. Carry out only. You must ask for this limited time offer. Prices, participation, and charges may vary. Excludes XL and specialty pizzas. Crust availability varies by size. Message and data rates may apply when using Domino's Carside Delivery.
Fall is here, and so is football and volleyball. Heartland Embroidery is ready to dress you up in the perfect apparel to root for your favorite team. They've got all you'll need to represent the Doggers, Blazers, and Cyclones, and anything in the store can be customized to show your favorite students or player's number and name. Don't forget about Cowboy football. Heartland Embroidery is proud to be the area's largest retailer of cowboy gear and apparel. It's all at Heartland Embroidery, downtown Torrington.
Grant Jones back at Memorial Stadium in Gering, Nebraska. The opener here in Week 0 for the Torrington Trailblazers, now joined by head coach Russell Steinmetz, starting his 4th year as head coach of the Torrington Trailblazers. You still having fun? Year number 4?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to this season. You know, people all through the summer will be like, you looking forward to it? You ready? And yes, absolutely looking forward to it. Still enjoying it. You know, just you just get in such a routine by now. And so, no, it's just part of our lives. We enjoy it.
Before we get on to things this year, Russell, let's rewind a little bit to last November. Another great year for you. I think I counted it up right. 4 times out of 5 years, you at least reached the state semifinals, even before you were head coach. So things are really chugging along good for the Torrington football program. But you can't get over the hump over the Level Bulldogs. End up losing that game. What are some of the lessons that you took and your guys took over the winter heading into the summer from that whole experience last year?
Yeah, you know, I think one of the biggest things when we played that level team, everybody's like, holy cow. I mean, it was run right at you. And so we're just hoping that, and I know our linemen that we have, they want to kind of imitate what Level did last year to us against 2 other people. So, you know, the kids that played in that game felt it, continue doing it, and then some of those seniors got a couple more seniors to come out to help us just be more of a powerhouse up front with our line.
Well, you led me right into my next question. How was your weight program over the summer?
You know, weights, we had a good core of our players there. Of course, we're going to lose players frequently to baseball, and I'm glad they're out doing other sports, everything like that. But we wish we would have had just more of those couple of fringe kids that are going to play some special teams this year and just didn't come to weights, but you're going to have that. I wish it would have been a little better. I don't know if I'm ever going to say the summer was outstanding unless I have every kid in there every day, and I understand that they need to get out and play other sports, so it was okay.
And I'm sure it's always a concern when you lose quality seniors. It happens every year to every school. You lose a bunch of good guys, and you did in this graduating class back in May. So what was your new approach heading into this season?
Just look and see who has experience from last year and in what position. So we have Brendan Flock. He played almost every single game last year as a receiver, DB, and so kind of anchor on him to be in control of that position on offense and on defense. And then from there, you really got to find yourself a quarterback to find an identity with your team. And I think we've done that here with Bryce Hager. He's commanded sub-varsity games when he was a freshman, a lot of games last year as a sophomore, and still played varsity time for us on defense. With Bryce, it's just a very physical kid. If I think I told him you could only play quarterback, no defense, I don't know how that would go over with that kid. So he wants to be out there the entire time, playing. He plays hard, full all his heart every play. So he's going to be on the field for us a lot.
So, and I know you and your offensive coordinator, Rob Nicolai, kind of talk a lot about philosophy-wise, scheme-wise, what you want to do with the football on the offensive side of the ball. Will that look any different from last year?
Yeah, it will look different. You know, with high school, we don't get to recruit to our style. Yeah. We have to change our style for what players we're given to us. And every year, we're fortunate with the players that we are given. So with Hager, he's not going to be the pocket quarterback that Bo Bivens was for us the previous 2 seasons. But I'm excited with what Hager's going to bring with his feet and, you know, a little play action, rolling him out. He's a little bit better runner and more physical kid that wants to run, but we have to hem him in at times and be like, hey, we got to throw the ball, or we're going to hand the ball off here.
Coming into this year from last year, I think going into it, the big question mark was going to be your offensive line. They answered the call last year, and coming into this year, all of a sudden that becomes a strength of your team, maybe one of the best offensive lines in the state, and I know you want to dominate up front.
Yeah, we do want to dominate, and, you know, one of the kids that we really hang our hats on is Caden Miller at left guard for us. He's vocal. He played the position last year. I know we have other seniors on the line, but he's just a little bit more vocal. And, you know, a couple of the other seniors, they just lead by example. They're just quiet. They play as hard as they can. Where Caden, he's going to come talk with coaches. He's going to talk with his teammates, etc. And so just really hanging our hats on him, and we're excited for what he's going to bring.
Well, let's get into it defensively, Russell, and I know you like to talk about this. Same sort of question. What do we see scheme-wise from your defense? Who are the guys in what positions that we'll see there?
We changed a little bit defensively, our philosophy, because once again we have to change our philosophy, what players we're given, and with having so many line-type players, we're going to change it up a little bit. And we're also excited to add Keon Sargent and Jesus Chavez to these guys' interior to rotate them in. And so we'll be there. Ryan Baker will still be playing a lot of defense for us. You're going to see Bryce Hager, quarterback, playing. He's all over the field, and we'll have to change our DBs a little bit from kind of game to game, just on who's more prepared. So we're excited to also have that in the secondary.
Let's move on to special teams. You've had 8 years now, pretty much. You haven't had to worry about a kicker between Nathan Stitt and Chase Miller. Pretty much the best kickers in the state. Now what do you do?
Well, this game's even a little bit more different. So someone that's handled some kicking for us up to this point was Juan Stevens, and he's out tonight. Really hoping to have him next week against Mitchell. So we kind of thinking he was going to be our kicker all along, but a freshman that's come along nicely is Holden Hackett. So it's been a while since we've had a freshman do our kicking for us, and we're just excited for what Holden's going to do, as he was pushing Juan all through camp, and then Juan comes up concussed at the end of last week. So I'm just excited for what Holden's going to do for us.
So we'll see how that goes tonight. Should be interesting. I know you love to give your coaches some love, and you got a great group, great consistent group over the years, and it doesn't look like a whole lot of change there with your coaching staff this year.
Yeah, I go by the philosophy of a head coach is only as good as his assistant coaches, and I have excellent assistant coaches. Rob Nikolai, coordinator, coaches quarterbacks for us. It's awesome to see the progression of these quarterbacks. I mean, even from the first day of camp to tonight with Bryce Hager, and then with our young guys, Mac Hibben and Ryan Morehouse. He does a great job there. Also coaches our secondary. Ryan Workman, he special teams coordinator. So I'm excited for what our special teams will do. I mean, linebacker coach. I mean, he's in the heat of every defensive scheme, etc., and then also has our receivers. Aaron Wolf, he does our O-line, D-line play, so he's got it nice because he probably has the biggest group when we're at practice, and so it's fun to see him. Jake Reichert comes and helps us, and Stephen Easton also, so great group of guys. I enjoy having them.
We'll take just a quick look at Gering here tonight, Russell, and I know that you're more focused on yourselves at this point, especially first game of the season, but lots of returners for this Gering team. As I look down the roster, getting ready for this broadcast, I oh yeah, I remember him, and what do you expect from the Bulldogs tonight?
Last year, them defensively really just brought heat. It was tough for us to block, so I'm expecting that again. We've been talking now with our O-line for 2 weeks now about how they're going to be coming at us. They're going to be bringing 4 guys, 5 guys, 6 guys in the box coming across the line, so we got to be ready for that. And then what we have to do defensively for this offense, we have to read our keys. Last year we just did not do a very good job of reading line pull, hitting our aiming points, stopping the run. So if we read our pulls, hit our aiming points, I like our chances a lot better than last year. So of stopping that run. And then also we can't just get totally sucked up in the box. We've got to be ready for them to pass the ball.
Very good. Well, let's kick this season off. Best of luck. Have fun. We look forward to talking with you after the game.
Yes, thank you.
Head coach Russell Steinmetz of the Torrington Trailblazers, right back here to Memorial Stadium after this.
This is Julia at First State Bank in Torrington. We have totally righteous accounts, dude. Our totally free checking is a free account for everyone. Get free online banking and an instant issued Visa debit card too. When you open a checking account, you'll get a free gift, a Magnavox Bluetooth portable speaker. Our way of saying thank you. Visit us at one of our gnarly locations in Wheatland, Torrington, Guernsey, or Casper today. First State Bank in Torrington, division of Glacier Bank, your first choice in banking, member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Sue Davis at J.G. Elliott Insurance. We work with several insurance carriers, which means when you choose us, we can give you several home insurance quotes in one on an easy-to-compare format. We do the shopping for you so you can make the best choice when it comes to protecting your happy home. To find out more about J.G. Elliott Home Insurance, please stop by our office at 302 West 21st Avenue or call 532-2147. J.G. Elliott Insurance Center, a Platte Valley company.
If we don't have... Welcome back to Gering, everybody. Grant Jones, Mike McNamee, along with Ryan Keith and Kyler Clark. This is a big old crew we're bringing in here for game number 1 here tonight. Well, not much in the way of stats to go through, obviously, with the first game of the season, but preseason rankings were announced by Wild Preps, coaches and media, earlier this week. Let's run through Class 2A. As you might expect, the two-time defending state champs, Lyman Eagles, sit atop the preseason rankings. Number 1, Lovell. Number 2, Torrington comes in 3rd preseason-wise in Class 2A. Then the Wheatland Bulldogs right behind them in 4th, and Cokeville in 5th. Let's check some action going on around the state. Actually got an interstate 2A matchup just to the west of here tonight. Wheatland on the road, taking on Mitchell in week 0. And the rest of these are pretty much jamborees, or else the teams are off tonight. Burns, Glenrock, Mountain View, Rollins, they're all at the Rollins Jamboree tonight. And then earlier today, it was Lingle Pine Bluffs Southeast at the Pine Bluffs Jamboree. Open dates in Class 2A East include Newcastle and Upton Sundance. We'll move right into starting lineups for tonight's game. And they're brought to you by a new sponsor tonight. Starting lineups brought to you by Simply Real Estate. Whether you're buying or selling, Simply Real Estate has a team of realtors that will make sure the process is as simple and stress-free as possible. They also offer rental management. Richard, Josh, Nikki, Charla, Wendy, and Suzanne would love to assist you with all your real estate needs. Give them a call at 338-3069 or stop by their office at 208 East Valley Road in Torrington. Simply Real Estate. They make real estate simple for you. Actually, we'll take a break for the playing of our national anthem, and we'll get back to those starting lineups coming up right after this.
A Wheatland native, Dr. Lucas graduated from the University of Nebraska Medical Center College of Dentistry and is excited to get involved in the Torrington community. Dr. Lucas shares Platte River Family Dentistry's philosophy of providing patients with the highest quality of dental care in a gentle and efficient manner. Call Platte River Family Dentistry at 532-4448 or find them on Facebook.
Looking for free instead of fees? Platte Valley Bank can keep your finances moving forward with no ATM fees. Whether you are headed to the lake, the mountains, or just to the grocery store, you can enjoy the freedom of free ATM access anywhere, anytime. Pursue life with confidence knowing Platte Valley Bank is always there to help. Visit us today at www.pvbank.com. You belong here.
Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC.
Premier Bona Joint Center's team of board-certified physicians brings decades of combined experience in diagnosing, treating, and rehabilitating orthopedic conditions in their respective subspecialties. Whether we're working with children, senior citizens, or University of Wyoming athletes, we ensure our patients always receive compassionate, thorough, and effective care to restore quality of life. Visit us online at premierbonajoint.com. Wherever you need us, we'll be there with 9 locations across Wyoming. Premier Bona Joint Centers, worthy of Wyoming.
Supporting our youth, that's what Torrington Beverage has been so proud of for so many years. So when you need to quench your thirst, do it with a Pepsi product, Sobe, Brisk Lipton Tea, Rockstar, or Gatorade. Plus they have the juice to get you going in the mornings with Frappuccinos, Starbucks iced coffee, and Muscle Milk, helping supply this community with top-of-the-line drinks. Torrington Beverage is the proud sponsor of Goshen County Sports and believes in neighbors helping neighbors. Remember, that's Torrington Beverage. Get your thirst on.
What's on your back-to-school list? Pens, pencils, notebooks? What about an eye exam? Torrington Vision Source reminds you that now is the time to make sure your child's eyes are ready to learn. There are only a few vision problems that are identified by screenings, but comprehensive vision evaluations by our optometrists ensure that your child gets the care and attention they need. We carry a large supply of frames and lens types, along with contact lenses perfectly suited to them. Your one source for caring for your child's eyes. Torrington Vision Source. Doctors Grant and Linda Jones, 1418 East M Street. Call 532-4114.
This is Al Maloney, General Manager at Transwest Ford, letting you know that our service department is open to serve you. Stop by and take advantage of the best value in town with the works for only $64.95. We are confident that once you experience our service, you'll never take your vehicle anywhere else. We service all makes and models. Stop by and visit today or call our team to schedule your appointment. Drive a little, save a lot at Transwest Ford of Torrington.
Ty's Pit Stop in Lingle is under new ownership. Johanna Abernathy would like to welcome new owners Dave and Heather Saul. The Sauls will continue to offer the same great customer service that you have come to expect from Ty's Pit Stop. Robert and Johanna owned and operated Ty's Pit Stop for 17 years. On behalf of Robert, Johanna would like to thank each and every customer over the years. They truly appreciated your business and wishes Dave and Heather Saul all the best in their new endeavor.
At Points West Community Bank, we know that agriculture is more than a business. It is a way of life. With over 94 years of experience in serving Goshen County, we understand and value the ways of our local farmers and ranchers. Through the quality of banking services and lending relationships, we take the time to know our customer and learn their operation firsthand. Stop in today to meet with our friendly and experienced lending staff to discuss your agricultural business needs. We look forward to seeing you. Points West Community Bank, a new direction in banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Our producer.
Simply Real Estate starting lineups for tonight's game. We'll go through those here for you. First of all, let's take a look at both offenses. Mike, we'll start out with the Gering Bulldogs. Left tackle, 5'11", 235 pounds, number 58, Connor Reinpold. The left guard for Gering, 5'9", 200, and a junior, number 52, Zach Awayo. The center for Gering, 5'10", 220, and a senior, number 50, Colin Schwarzkopf. The right guard, 5'10", 230, and a senior, number 53, Alex Seibel. And the right tackle for Gering, 6'2", 200, and a junior, number 63, Dom Marostica. Wide receivers for the Bulldogs go this way. First of all, at tight end, 6'3", 235, and a senior, number 12, Caden Bonsack. The other wide receivers for Gering, 5'11", 145, and a junior, number 2, Jackson Harriger. Other wide receiver, 5'9", 145, and a senior, number 6, Joey Van Ann. And the Bulldog backfield goes this way. The quarterback, 6'2", 180, and a junior, number 8, Jackson Howard. The fullback for Gering, 6'1", 205, and a junior, number 27, Grady Robbins. And the Bulldog tailback, 5'10", 175, and a junior, number 26, Tanner Gartner. I'll send it over to Mike here for a look at your Blazer starters.
All right, thank you very much, Grant. We'll go down the Blazer front here from right to left. Sam Birdsall will be the starting right tackle at 6 foot even. He is a 215-pound senior. The right guard will be Trey Perriott. Trey is 6 foot even, 250-pound junior. The center is Braden Frazier. Frazier is 6 foot even, 210-pound center. Down the left side, it'll be Caden Miller, a 5 foot 10 inch, 235-pound senior. And the left tackle is Ty Bennick. Bennick, a 6 foot 2 inch, 230-pound junior. The tight end will be Ryan Baker. Baker is senior, 6'2", 215. The wideouts will be Brendan Flock and Mac Hibben. Flock, a 6 foot even, 155-pound senior, and Hibben, a 5'11", 150-pound sophomore. The backfield looks like this. Bryce Hager, the starting quarterback, at 6'1". He is a 185-pound junior. And the running backs will be Jacob Durant. Durant, a 5 foot 10 inch, 170-pound junior. and Dylan Packard, a 5'8", 175-pound senior, the other running back. Those are your Torrington starters.
Thank you very much, Michael. Let's run through our game notes for this opening ball game for the 2022 season. Well, it'll be a couple of still rather new head coaches going head-to-head tonight in one of the area's oldest interstate rivalries. Russell Steinmetz enters year 4 in leading the Blazers, and Danny O'Boyle starts year number 3 for Gering. It's been a struggle for years now for Gering football to catch its footing after still only picking up a couple of wins last year, but the Bulldogs will bring back plenty of key players from last year's squad, from the quarterback, running back, top receiver, all the way to experienced linemen. Gering is set this year to better that mark of last season. The Blazers and the Bulldogs will tangle for the 55th time this evening. Torrington leads the all-time series, albeit tightly, 26-25 with 3 ties, a series that began in 1922 in the Blazers' second season of football. It's been a marvelous run for Torrington football the last decade, as they've been at least a state semifinalist 4 times in the last 5 years. In fact, in the past 10 seasons, the Blazers have missed the playoffs only once. Can they keep that momentum going? And what's on tap for this season? Well, for starters, as we always seem to say, there will be some key pieces to replace. Torrington was hit hard by graduation, but the next group waiting in the wings knows how to win. Junior Bryce Hager, the new Torrington quarterback, has been a varsity player since he was a freshman and was recently named the preseason breakout player of the year for Class 2A in the state. He'll have a fast target and deep threat in senior Brendan Flock and a big, tough, experienced offensive line to protect him. And the Blazer defense will be anchored in the middle by senior nose guard Kean Sargent, back to football after being away from the sport the past couple of years, and also linebacker Dylan Packard. Some new names, new faces begin their football season tonight. It's Gering and Torrington on Cinch Country KGOS and online at KGOSKERM.com and the KGOS Sports YouTube channel for your viewing pleasure. Kickoff is next after this 30-second break.
Operation these days requires having reliable service and quality products. That's why you know you can trust the knowledgeable people at Westco to provide you sound agronomic advice, aerial application, bulk fuel, lubricants, propane, tires, and other essentials to keep your operation running smoothly. Our priority is helping you succeed. Call or visit your nearest Westco location today. Westco. Service, solutions, success.
Westco's your best value through and through.
Prokop has it teed up. The Blazers moving left to right across your radio dial, and the 22 season is underway. That's taken by the up man, and I think for the Blazers there, that was Barrett Eichenberger, the sophomore, that grabbed it. Short kick at about the 25-yard line. He'll bang it out to about the 30, and that's where the Blazers will have it 1st and 10.
Interesting to come on the road to Gering and see a Cheyenne officiating crew out there.
Yeah, we met them earlier, didn't we? They thought we were the guys running the clock. Well, let's check this Torrington formation. They'll split out 3 wide receivers, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Single setback is Packard. Hager almost goes down. Now he's being chased. Slips 1 tackle. Now he's on the run across a 35 and banged out of bounds at the 38-yard line, but not before Bryce Hager has a nice pickup for Torrington. They'll set it down right at the 39-yard line. That's a gain of 9, Mike.
Nice job out there on the block. Brian Baker gets out in front, avoids the block in the back, and gets a nice one on the edge to spring Hager for 9 yards.
Torrington will take some time in the huddle. They only have 2nd and 1 here. Again from their own 39. Hager in the shotgun. Has it. The give. Packard, and Dylan Packard will have a 1st down across the 40 out to the 41. So the Blazers will move the chains for the first time tonight.
Certainly nice to have that big line up front. You know, early in the season, you've got to have consistency. You've got to have something you can go to, and you can rely on that line early on. Got a nice surge there.
Same formation again for Torrington. Twins to the left side. Single receiver near side. And this one's picked off. Hager throws it right into the arms of number 5, Barron Williams, and he'll get it down to the 25, 24-yard line, and a big interception to start this drive.
Yeah, Williams, the corner, just sat on that route, steps right in front of the pass. Intended for Flock over there, I believe. So great field position after the early turnover here.
That'll give Gering outstanding field position. They'll have it 1st and 10 at the Blazer 24. They'll split a receiver to either side, I formation, and the give is to Gartner right up the middle. Packard has him, grabs him, spins it around after a short gain, maybe picks up 1 or 2 here.
Give him a gain of 2. It'll bring up 2nd down and 8. Nice job by Packard moving up from his linebacker position. Frazier also in on the stop.
Howard uses the time to run over to the bench to talk to head coach Danny O'Boyle about what he wants to do here on this 2nd and 8. Again, Gering will split a receiver to either side, I formation. Blazers in a 4-man front. The pitch back. Gardner coming near side, has some room across the 20 and down to the 15-yard line, brought down by Hager. And you'll see Dylan Hager on both sides of the ball tonight. Typically, you'll pull that quarterback out on the defensive end. Not so with him.
Gain of 6 will bring up 3rd, and we'll call it a short 3, long 2 here for the Bulldogs.
Same formation once again by Gering, quickly out of the huddle. The give this time is to the fullback. He's got some room across the 10 down to the 8-yard line, and that's Robbins with his first carry of the ball game. And Gering now with it, 1st and goal at the Blazer 9.
Maybe caught Torrington a little off guard there as a quick hitter to the fullback. He just went right up the middle, a gain of 7, and it's 1st and goal, as Grant said.
Same formation once again. They'll slip a tight end to the left side. The give is to Robbins once again up the middle. He's hit hard, driven backwards. And that was, check him as they unpile there. That's number 64, Braden Frazier, laying the lick upon Robbins.
Caden Miller in there as well. Gain of, call it 1, 2nd and goal from the 8.
Gering will take their time in the huddle. Now they'll come out. They'll put twins to the left side. I formation once again. Here on 2nd and goal. Howard, pitch back. Gartner coming near side. Tries to cut it up. Takes on Frazier. Nothing doing there. Will fall forward close to the 5-yard line. So that'll still be positive yardage for Gering. But it'll bring up 3rd down and goal. Going to get 4 new Blazers, Mike, into the defense here.
Jumbo package. Credit Jacob Durant, took on blockers out there and snuffed that play on the edge. Bring up 3rd and goal, call it from the 5.
Gering will put 2 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left. I formation once again. Howard. Fake the give to Gartner, wants to throw into the end zone. It's incomplete. Looking out there for Mason Galdroat. And just off his outstretched hands. Decision time here for Gering. And we'll see if they bring out the field goal crew. Looks like they might.
Boy, did you see the underneath receiver there? Robbins out of the backfield was wide open. Chose to go to the back of the end zone, couldn't connect.
It'll be Pro Cup with a 23-yard attempt. Hold is down. Kick is on the way. It is up, and it is good. And Gering takes the early lead here in the first quarter on the Blazers after the interception here at Memorial Stadium. 8:28 left, first quarter. On the Clark & Associates scoreboard, it's Gering 3, Torrington nothing. And we're back in 30 seconds.
Yo, Jake, what's up? Okay, Mom, on my way. Hey, girl, can you share your math notes? Whoa, that was close.
When you get behind the wheel, give your phone to a passenger. Put it in the glove compartment. Just don't text and drive. The suspense won't kill you. Texting might. Between 2016 and 2020, nearly 1,800 people in Wyoming were injured in crashes involving a distracted driver. 53 died. Stop the texts, stop the wrecks. A message from WYDOT.
Welcome back to Memorial Stadium, everybody. Well, we'll see how the Blazers respond after that turnover. Made Gering earn it after giving him a short field. Keeps him out of the end zone, but it'll wind up for 3 points for the Bulldogs, and Gering has the early lead.
Yeah, maybe a moral victory there. Keep him out of the end zone on a short field. Give up the one big run play there to the fullback, but otherwise do a pretty good job of stuffing the run.
Prokop has it teed up. And ready to rip into this one. This is a better kick, and it's going to come to the returner. Flock, maybe. No, he's going to let it slide out of bounds, and that'll be a penalty. Give the Blazers the ball all the way out at the 35-yard line. So good field position here for Torrington on the kickoff out of bounds.
Kind of a nice job there by Flock. You could tell that he kind of wanted to play the ball off the bounce, let it go out of bounds, but it was close. You get it down there on that sideline, you worry that they're going to recover that or cover it down there that deep. Good field position here, though, to start the second drive.
Well, let's see if the Blazers can shake off that mistake earlier. They'll come out with an I formation this time as Durant is back there in the backfield. Pitch will come to Packard. Slips one tackle, but can't elude him the second time. He'll fall forward for a positive gain out to the 40-yard line. That's good enough for a pickup of 5 on the play by Packard. Brings up 2nd and 5.
But it was a nice play in the open field there. A shoestring tackle by Creighton Beals as he tripped up Packard. Packard had big yardage if he doesn't trip him up right there.
2 receivers left side, 1 to the right for the Blazers. Hager's up under center, going to send Flock in motion, fake the pitch back to him. Packard right up the middle, takes on a tackler. Not much, but still will grind out about 3 on that play. It'll bring up a big third down here for Torrington at the 43-yard line. 3rd down and 2.
See him motion Brendan Flock into the backfield there. You wonder how they're going to get him involved in this offense, that senior speedster.
Twins to the left side. Hager's just going to keep it himself from the shotgun, and he's going to be close. All depends on the spot. He kind of spun through the tackle, and they might give him the 45-yard line. If they do, it's going to be a 1st down. They're looking at it, and yes, they will.
Looked like the initial spot was maybe going to leave him just a little bit short, but they do spot it right at the 45, which was the line to gain. So a 1st down, 2nd 1st down, I believe, for the Blazers.
1st and 10. Torrington trying to shake off the miscue from earlier and get into Gering territory here. Now the pitch back coming. Flock coming near side, cuts it up. Tripped momentarily, stays on his feet across the 45, out to about the 47-yard line. This will be a short pickup of about 2 on the play by Flock. And it'll bring up 2nd and 8.
Well scouted there by Gering. I think they probably assumed that bringing Flock in motion, eventually that pitch was coming, so they did a nice job of defending the edge there. 2nd down and 8.
Flock and McHibben will split to the near side. They'll bring Flock in motion once again, and this one will be blown dead. And it's going to be a false start on the Blazers. First penalty of the ball game on either squad. It'll march the Blazers back 5.
Didn't see what happened. It was blown dead early.
I was looking in the backfield. Everything looked clean back there. Must have been something up front.
That was an interesting formation.
They'll set it down at the 41. 2nd down and about 14 here, and I think the officials want to figure out where the ball's going. Now they're going to put it down on the 42. 2nd and 13. Hager, shotgun, drops the snap, picks it up, fires far side, it's caught, Flock, and not much here as he's tackled immediately at about the original line of scrimmage. They'll set it down right there at the 45-yard line, just a pickup of about 3 on the pass completion. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 10.
Makes your timing a little tough when you got to pick it up off the turf.
They'll send trips to the right side, single receiver left side. Hager shotgun again. Here's the completion to Flock. He's not going to get there. Only about 2 or 3 more yards, actually, as they'll set it down at about the 48-yard line. That's not near enough for a Blazer first down. Going to bring up 4th and 7 for Torrington. And we'll see the Blazer punt team for the first time tonight as Gartner slips back deep for Gering.
Same young man that's going to do the kicking, going to be the punter. Holden Hackett, it looks like.
This will be Hackett.
Mm-hmm.
It's the freshman. Of course, him and Juan Stevens been working in that kicker position. Good snap to him, and Hackett will bang it out of there. This is a low end-over-ender that takes a Blazer bounce at the 30. Picked up by Gartner at the 15. Starts right side. Now he has some room across the 35-yard line, across the 40, and out to the 45. Tackle made by Trey Perriott. And the Gering Bulldogs will have it in good field position at their own 45-yard line.
Low line drive kick gave the return man enough time to survey the field. Did a nice job on the return. Nice open field tackle there by Perriott.
Great crowd as always. Here to open up the season at Gering. Nice night. Cloudy. Still a bit warm. Good contingent of Blazer fans on the far side. Now Howard will slip into the gun for the first time tonight. They give us to Gartner right up the middle. And he'll get across midfield into Blazer territory at about the 49-yard line. Tackle made right there by Kean Sargent. And we got a Blazer down.
I think that's Perriott. No, Sam
Birdsall.
Maybe cramping a little bit. As you mentioned, gain of 7 on the carry for for Gartner, excuse me. Bring up 2nd and short.
Well, we'll take a break here while they tend to Birdsall. Again, your score with 4:32 left, first quarter, Clark and Associates scoreboard. It's Gering 3, Torrington nothing. Back after the injury timeout after this.
This is Wade Brew, Market President with Pinnacle Bank. Pinnacle Bank has been serving the lending needs of farmers, ranchers, and commercial business owners in the Wyobraska area, where we've called home for over 100 years. Let us put our resources to work for you with local decision-making from a family-owned bank. Give us a call or visit us at www.wypinnbank.com. Pinnacle Bank, Torrington and Mitchell, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Right leg injury to Birdsall. Again, not really sure if it's a cramp. We're hoping so. And Gering right back to it here. They'll have a first down. Pass completed near side. Coming to number 80. Mitch Moravec. And he'll have a first down across the 40 down to the 35-yard line. Second first down of the night by the Bulldogs.
13 yards on that pickup.
Mm-hmm.
Nice design there.
Twins to either side. Howard will stay in the shotgun with Gardner beside him. Hand off to him right up the middle. And a good splurge by Gartner there, getting it across the 30 down to about the 29-yard line. Good enough for a pickup of 6 on the place, on the play by Tanner Gartner.
That's yardage in chunks right up the middle. Torrington did a nice job stopping the run in that first series. Giving up a little bit more room here. Obviously missed Birdsall in there.
Same formation as Gering will send 4 wide receivers out, mixing things up against that Blazer D. From their first drive. This one's going to be a keeper by Howard. He's got some room across the 35 and down close to the 20-yard line.
Gain of 9 there for Howard on his first carry. Designed quarterback keeper all the way. And another first down. Gering on the move here again, leading at 3-0 on the Clark and Associates scoreboard.
Marching our way towards the end of the first quarter, 3:15 left. Clock moving here at Memorial Stadium. Twins to either side, Howard shotgun once again. Quick hitter, far side. It's scooped off of the turf right there on a great play by number 2, Harriger. But he's tackled immediately. Connor Booth on the stop on the far side, getting the start at cornerback tonight, the junior.
Nice job by Connor. Pushes Herringer to the sideline there. Keeps him from gaining positive yards. 2nd and 10 here for the Bulldogs.
Twins to either side once again. Pistol formation by Howard. The give, Gardner right up the middle, tackled immediately. Great play right there, slicing through the line. Number 60, Caden Miller. Also Sargent helping out on the play. Pickup of about 2 on the play for Gardner. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 8 for Gering. Ball in the red zone now at the Blazer 19-yard line. Twins to either side once again as Gardner will stand right beside Howard in the shotgun. Blazer will bring a little bit of heat here. That'll leave a man open, and it's caught near side on his feet at the 5. Reaching for the goal line is Barron Williams. He won't get there, but a big gainer right there of 18 yards by Williams, and they'll set it down at the 1-yard line.
Nice design out there again. They get Williams open out on the edge there and nobody home to help the corner. So Williams, as you mentioned, stretched for the end zone, didn't get there, but brings up 1st and goal from the 1.
Now they'll split a receiver to the far side. Quick snap coming, and a direct snap right to Caden Bonsack in the backfield, and Bonsack will waltz into the end zone for the Gering touchdown.
Well, they bring in the big quarterback, Bonsack, a 6'3", 235-pound senior. He takes the direct snap and could have crawled backwards into the end zone there.
Prokop. Hold took a second to get down, but they got it down, and Prokop will push it through. And so, with 1:16 seconds left in the first quarter, Gering extends the lead on Torrington here in the opening game of the 22 season. It's the Bulldogs 10, Blazers nothing. And we're back to Memorial Stadium in 30 seconds.
It feels good to be free. Free to come and go. Set your pace and choose your path. Banner Torrington Community Hospital offers new technologies, in-state specialists for the road less traveled, and the healthcare professionals you know for a familiar face along the way. Torrington Community Hospital, providing a wide breadth of care, making healthcare easier so life can be better.
We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
Welcome back to Memorial Stadium, everybody. Grant Jones, Mike McNamee, Ryan Kaith, and Kyler Clark. All here. And with a touchdown, Gering pushes the lead to 10-0 over the Blazers. And 4 first downs in this first quarter by the Bulldogs, 2 for Torrington, and Blazers really need a response here.
Wyoming Cowboy football coming up tomorrow.
Yes, indeed. We'll get into that a little bit more here as the Pokes take to the road. Another nice kick by Prokop, and this will stay in the field of play as Flock takes it at the 7, heads right up the middle, slips a couple of tackles. They say the football's loose. Is it? And if it is, who's got it at the 26-yard line? And it's Gering football.
Tackled the football as Flock was going down. Second turnover of the quarter, and for the second time, Bulldogs will take over on the Torrington 25.
Boy, just what you couldn't have happen there. Blazer D back out there, backs up against it once again. Gering will stay in that 4 wide receiver set. Howard, the give to Gardner up the middle, has some room across the 25 and down at about the 27-yard line. Tackle made, number 64, Braden Frazier.
Short gain, 3 yards. Call it 2 on the carry. It'll bring up second down and 8. Haven't seen Birdsall back in there, but I don't see him over on that Torrington sideline. Do you, Grant?
I don't. Certainly not on the bench anyway. Now they'll set up the screen. It's caught by Gardner, has some room, cuts it back at the 20. He's to the 10, to the 5, still on his feet, down to the 3-yard line.
Tell you, that play was read perfectly by Braden Frazier, but he got blocked in midair. The gain of 13 yards on the screenplay brings up first and goal.
Well spotted back on the 4. Split a single receiver out to the far side. It'll be Bonsack this time once again. Going to try to take it himself. Hit by Packard. Also Kean Sargent in on the stop. Not much here. Good enough for 1 or 2. Yeah, we'll say they'll put it down at the 3 for a pickup of 1. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play here. And a tough start to the 2022 season for the Torrington Trailblazers. Gering up 10 on them, looking for more as we'll go to the second quarter. It's Gering 10, Torrington nothing. And we're back for the second quarter in 1 minute.
When it comes to putting up fences, corrals, and additional outbuildings on your farm or ranch, you can always count on Century Lumber to have on hand the materials you'll need for all kinds of projects. 3.5 by 6.5, 5 by 8, or 6 by 8 treated posts. They also carry sizes of panels and supplies for the fencing you may need to put up this year. And no matter the tank size you need for your herd, they have all sizes to choose from. They know that jobs around the farm and ranch are never ending, and that's why they're ready to help you out. Century Lumber, Torrington.
Start of the second quarter here from Memorial Stadium in Gering. Sits right adjacent to Gering Junior High School. High school a little bit to the west of here. Blazers won here a couple of years ago. Couple years before that, or the year before that actually, not so good either. Very similar ball game to how we're starting here tonight. So this place can be a little shop of horrors for the Torrington faithful. Second and goal for Gering. Howard back in there, throwing to the end zone. It's caught, and it's a touchdown. And down with it is Barron Williams.
That one coming from the 3. Williams just slipped out underneath there, got in front of the corner. Hauls in the touchdown.
Bulldogs had to attempt the point after. Prokop once again with Bonsack doing the holding. Snap is a little low. Bonsack gets it down. Prokop swipes it wide. Can't get that one to go through, so the score will remain Gering 16, Torrington nothing. 11:57 left second quarter. Clark and Associates scoreboard. Back to Gering in 30 seconds.
Specializing in custom cattle feeding, Dinklage Feed Yards features old-fashioned reliability and commitment to create better feeding and marketing opportunities, including specialty programs such as Verified Natural and NHTC. Dinklage ranks as the top choice of progressive cattle feeders throughout the country, and our financing department offers a prompt, convenient, and competitive response to our customers' cattle or feed financing needs. Make Dinklage a part of your team and allow us to maximize your profits. Dinklage Feed, East Highway 26, Torrington.
Blazers will be at home next week as, boy, a team back on the schedule, Mike, that we haven't seen since the 80s. The Mitchell Tigers come to town.
Seen a lot of changes in scheduling in the last couple of years, given the different classifications and things. Looking at that sheet that you gave me at the start of the night with some of those daily attendance numbers, just crazy how it's all changed, isn't it?
Yeah, boy, it is. Really flipped a lot. Torrington, not even the largest school in 2A anymore.
No.
It belongs to the Pinedale Wranglers.
Torrington not unaccustomed to opening the season with Nebraska schools, but it used to be Shadron and
Alliance. Sometimes even Scotts Bluff back in the 90s.
Yep.
Well, it appears Flock has been demoted on the kickoff return for the moment, as this will be Ryan Morehouse taking the football at the 15-yard line and across the 20 out to about the 24, and that's where he'll be spun down. And the Blazers will take over. They'll put it down right at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10. Haven't seen a whole lot from the Blazer offense, but really haven't had a chance to get going.
33 yards of total offense in that first quarter.
Hager will be in the shotgun. Fake the give. He's just going to keep it himself and trying to run away from trouble. Can't get away from Williams. He's been the man of the night for Gering. Maybe a pickup of 2 on the play by Hager. Call it 2nd and 8 from the 32.
Williams paid for that one. Stepped in against Hager, and Hager probably the better of that collision, but very little to show for it, a gain of 2.
This time Ryan Baker will split out in trips formation to the near side, along with Morehouse. And Dillon, time to throw, looks, fires, it's caught on the dead run. Brendan Flock, he's gone. 10-5, touchdown Torrington.
77 yards. And could you throw a more perfect strike?
Oh, right on the money to Flock on the far side, and the crowd is stunned and quiet here at Memorial Stadium. And great line play right there, Mike, to give Hager all sorts of time. He could really step into that one, let it fly to his deep threat.
And put it absolutely right on the money.
And so now it'll be freshman Holden Hackett out to attempt the point after.
Participation?
Yeah, I think we got too many men out there for the Blazers. Running off of there will be Jesus Chavez. So going to make this one a little bit more difficult for the freshman kicker. In essence, we'll make it a 25-yard point after try. Morehouse is the holder. And the long snapper was Birdsall. I don't think Sam's in the game. Snap is good. Hold is down. Kick is on the way. Great one by Hackett. Nice height on it. And it goes through. And just like that, Torrington strikes back here in Gering. A 77-yard strike from Bryce Hager to Brendan Flock. And it's Gering 16, Torrington 7. And we're back to Memorial Stadium after this 30-second break.
With Domino's Carside Delivery, you can carry out any 3-topping pizza for just $7.99 without leaving your car. So you don't have to interrupt your kid's favorite song.
And we'll all be friends just for one day.
You can interrupt this, actually.
Next time you carry out 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each, try Domino's Carside Delivery. Just pull up to the store, check in online, and Domino's will bring your food to you contact-free. Carry out only. You must ask for this limited time offer. Prices, participation, and charges may vary. Excludes XL and specialty pizzas. Crust availability varies by size. Message and data rates may apply when using Domino's Carside Delivery.
Fall is here and so is football and volleyball. Heartland Embroidery is ready to dress you up in the perfect apparel to root for your favorite team. They've got all you'll need to represent the Doggers, Blazers, and Cyclones, and anything in the store can be customized to show your favorite students or player's number and name. Don't forget about Cowboy football. Heartland Embroidery is proud to be the area's largest retailer of cowboy gear and apparel. It's all at Heartland Embroidery, downtown Torrington.
Welcome back to Gering, everybody. Big touchdown for the Blazers.
Had him about ready to kick it the wrong way.
Yeah, well, nearly. Well, it's the first game of the season. Boy, it was nice to see what Bryce Hager can do with the football, Mike. That was just a perfect spiral, and great catch out there on the far side by Flock.
Yeah, you mentioned that he's played varsity football since he was a freshman, but really there's a big difference in filling in and taking second snaps as with that first string. Now he's the man. He's got to be that guy, and yeah, he certainly showed off some poise right there.
Well, we'll get to see Hackett kick off for the first time. This is coming near side. Let's see if it stays in bounds. Actually, they were going after it. It was fumbled out of bounds by Robbins. So that won't be a penalty, and it's going to be Gering football all the way down at the 13-yard line. Better advised there to let that one go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, can't ask much more from your kicker there. He pins the kid on the sideline. Difficult to handle, so Gering will start from their 14-yard line. 13. Well, if you're Torrington, you're looking at 2 turnovers that have resulted in points. Can't feel too bad about yourself right now.
With all of the mistakes so far, 2 big turnovers in the first half, and you're only down 9. And here's a big hit in the backfield, slicing through Ty Bennick, drilling the ball carrier.
Wow.
It's going to be a loss of 5. On the play, maybe 6. We'll call it 2nd and 16. As they'll set the ball inside the 10-yard line back to the 8.
Was that Gotteralt that had the carry? I believe it was. Brought him from a slot position, and Bennick steps in and levels him.
So maybe the momentum turning here a little bit in this one. Howard will be in the shotgun. Blazers will load the box. Now they'll come after him, and Baker will hurry the throw. Throw will just sail out of bounds. And now a long 3rd down for the Gering team.
Yeah, good pressure there on Howard as Baker was after him. So many different rules regarding the grounding call, but there was nobody in the area.
Nope, not at all.
Out of the tackle box, whatever their deal is in high school, I don't even know for sure, but that was certainly thrown away.
Gering will send 3 wide receivers in the formation. This time Howard will be up under center. Big 3rd down here. Can the Blazer D hold? They're just going to hand it right up the middle, and Tyler Bennick has come to play. Spins Robbins down immediately, and that'll bring up 4th and long, and the Bulldogs will be forced to punt it away.
Yeah, this is a dicey situation on the field. If you're Gering, this ball will be snapped from about the 7, so the punter will certainly stand halfway, almost to the back of his end zone, You fumble this at all, you're in trouble back there.
Now Flock will be back to receive this one. This is Goodrow, Mason Goodrow, back in his own end zone. Good snap to him, and he'll bang it out of there. This is a low wobbler that takes a Gering hop at the 35 and will roll dead just inside the 45-yard line. But the Blazers will have it on Gering's side of the field. Looking to come back in this one after a shaky start. Again, with 9:25 left here before half, Gering leads at 16-7. Hager will trot in after getting the play from the sideline. Blazers will send twins to the right side. Morehouse single receiver near side. Hager's in the shotgun. Packard beside him. Now he'll move to the other side. Morehouse in motion. Fake the give. Hager to throw. Looks, fires far side. Flock has room. Catch is made. Was he out of bounds?
Yep. Said he was out. But I'll tell you, he put that one on the money too, and just by probably a shoe length over there, Flock was out of bounds, but that's a 15-yard out there that he is throwing a strike to Flock. Still pretty nice execution.
Blazer offensive line starting to get their feet under him a little bit. Again, right there, Hager not pressured at all. 4 wide receivers out in the pattern, 2 to either side. Hager to throw once again, trying to set up the screen. Does so, but it's sniffed out nicely by Creighton Beals. Not fooling anybody was Packard. And this will be a loss on the play of 3 yards. It'll bring up 3rd down and 13 for Torrington as the ball's set back on the 48.
Kind of hate to see Torrington abandon the run. Obviously wanting to go pass heavy here, and they'll have to on this as Hager will be alone in the backfield.
Same formation once again. Actually 5 wide receivers out there if you count Baker. Now pressure being applied and ball's loose. Let's see if they say the arm was going forward. They're not going to. This is going to be Gering football way back at the 39-yard line. And Russell Steinmetz arguing that the hand was going forward by Bryce Hager. He's not going to win that argument. And it'll be the 3rd turnover of the first half for Torrington.
A timeout going to be taken by Gering.
Will break 2. Another Blazer turnover. Here with 8:25 left, second quarter. Clark and Associates scoreboard. Gering 16, Torrington 7, back in 30.
This is Julia at First State Bank in Torrington. We have totally righteous accounts, dude. Our totally free checking is a free account for everyone. Get free online banking and an instant issued Visa debit card too. When you open a checking account, you'll get a free gift, a Magnavox Bluetooth portable speaker. Our way of saying thank you. Visit us at one of our gnarly locations in Wheatland, Torrington, Guernsey, or Casper today. First State Bank in Torrington, division of Glacier Bank, your first choice in banking, member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Sue Davis at J.G. Elliott Insurance. We work with several insurance carriers, which means when you choose us, we can give you several home insurance quotes in one on an easy-to-compare format. We do the shopping for you so you can make the best choice when it comes to protecting your happy home. To find out more about J.G. Elliott Home Insurance, please stop by our office at 302 West 21st Avenue or call 532-2147. J.G. Elliott Insurance Center, a Platte Valley company.
Well, after the turnover, here come the Bulldogs. 1st and 10 from the Blazer 39-yard line. This will be blown dead. Somebody moved early. And Gering will have their first penalty of the night. Been pretty clean in that department by both squads so far. Typically, we'll see a bunch of yellow on the field.
I'm a firm believer that there are penalties on every play in high school football, and it all boils down to how an officiating crew wants to handle them. So far, I haven't seen anything that I would have thought has changed the flow of this game. I don't think the officials have caused those 3 Torrington turnovers.
No, not at all. Talk a little bit more about that as Howard hands off Gardner right up the middle, has some room back to the original line of scrimmage and across the 35-yard line. They'll spot it down right there. Jacob Durant on the stop for the Blazers. That's good enough for a pickup of 10 on the play. Make it 9 for Gardner. Yeah, you talk about Hager on that fumble, Mike, and if his arm was going forward or not, but probably just better advised to tuck it and go down.
Yep. Take the sack, live to fight another day.
They'll split a receiver to either side, I formation. And fake the give. A little flare out of the backfield. Here's Robbins at the 30. Got a first down. 20. Still on his feet. Across the 5-yard line and banged out of bounds all the way down to the 2.
33 yards on the nice little pass out of the backfield to Robbins. Tell you, Coach O'Boyle's done a pretty nice job of play calling here, finding some good open lanes for his players.
Here's the give, quick give to Gardner. They're going to say he's across. Tanner Gardner, a 2-yard touchdown for Gering.
Gering moving quickly. I'm still trying to get caught up from the play before.
Prokop will be out to attempt the point after the hold by Bonsack. And some movement in the line. Ty Bennett caused all of that. Had some movement himself on the other side. Got the offense to jump. They'll push him back 5. And try it again.
Grant, I do see Sam Birdsall moving around over on the sideline over there. Looks like the probably North Platte Physical Therapy crew.
A little bit longer one here by Prokop, and he can't get that one to go through. That's his second miss on a PAT tonight. And so that will leave the score at Gering 22, Torrington 7. 7:31 left here before half. We'll take a break at Memorial Stadium. Be back for the kickoff in 30 seconds.
Landscaping Plus on East Highway 26 in Torrington not only serves the community with a personal touch for lawn and garden designs, but they also carry and sell sprinkler parts, weed barrier, and edging for all you do-it-yourselfers out there. Once you stop in, you'll find all kinds of additional items you'll want to add to your lawn and gardens. Plus, Rob will be more than happy to discuss design ideas that you might want to incorporate into your landscaping. Just make the call to 532-6067. Landscaping Plus in Torrington.
Welcome back to Gering, everybody. Don't forget, North Platte Physical Therapy halftime stat report coming up, and Tim Hurst with the first high school football scoreboard show. Probably, if I know him, he'll throw in some volleyball scores in there too tonight. 10:05 on Kerm FM.
That guy's versatile.
He is. Never know what he's going to do. Well, after the big Blazer fumble, Gering once again makes Torrington pay and extends the lead to 15. Prokop, this one will be whistled dead. I think somebody crossed the line.
So they will move him back 5 yards and make him do it again, I believe.
Third penalty on Gering for 15 yards. And as Mike alluded to earlier, first game of the season tomorrow for the Wyoming Cowboys on the road in Champaign, Illinois for the first time ever. Taking on the Fighting Illini from the University of Illinois. Join Reese Monaco and Kevin McKinney with a 1 o'clock pregame show. 2 o'clock kickoff Mountain Time on Kerm FM. Very much not used to not saying Dave Walsh.
Been a lot of years.
Prokop will get into this one. Nice kick taken by Morehouse at the 13. Heads right up the field, puts his head down across the 25, out to the 28-yard line. Ryan Morehouse, the sophomore, on the return for Torrington.
A couple of things here, Grant. Looks like Torrington relying pretty heavily on Hager to flock. I think they're going to have to find a way to get – I think they need to get Ryan Baker involved here. I think that big tight end could do something for them off the line. The other one, Ryan Morehouse right there. You just see him with the opportunity to touch the football.
Already getting quite a few touches tonight.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We'll see what they decide to do. They'll split 2 receivers on the near side. Offset power I. Or offset pistol, rather. The give to Packard. Dylan scampers across the 30 out to about the 31. Short pickup of 2 on the play for Packard. It'll bring up 2nd and a short 8. Clock moving, 7 minutes left. Second quarter. With all the scoring and turnovers, it's been a rather long first half.
Grant, good to see a Hall of Famer EWC grad here tonight. Dean Gorsuch in the crowd.
Sitting right outside our window.
Mm-hmm.
This time Hager will be up under center. This is straight I formation. And the pitch back to Packard. He's caught behind the line. Well, they won't go to that play probably for a while again as Zach Aguayo, the junior, comes slicing through and throws Packard for a loss.
You know, that run game had promise early. Talked about that Torrington front, and you would hope that they would be able to impose their will a little bit. But right now, 26 yards on 9 carries. That is meager.
Blazers will take their time on this 3rd and 9 from their own 29-yard line. 2 receivers out to the right side, 1 to the left, and a timeout will be taken by Torrington. I believe that's their first one used here in the first half. And so we'll break as well. 5:48 left here in the first half on the Clark & Associates scoreboard. Your score, it's Gering 22, Torrington 7. And we're back in 30 seconds.
The heart. It's a big deal to your overall health. At Memorial Hospital of Converse County, we have a team of dedicated healthcare providers who make patient-centered care the hallmark of what they do. Dr. Alan Mattern, a board-certified cardiologist and graduate of the Yale School of Medicine, sees patients weekly in our medical office building, and our cardiopulmonary team focuses on heart and lung health with tireless dedication. We are proving that bigger isn't always better at Memorial Hospital of Converse County. Find out more at conversehospital.com.
Don't forget also we'll have CWAC football on the air starting next week as Lusk hosts Big Piney. Thanks, Bubba. So listen for that broadcast. And again, as we mentioned before, the Blazers will have their first home game of the season hosting Mitchell next week. So after the timeout, 4 wide receivers here for the Blazers. Hager's in the shotgun. Gering's going to bring pressure. Hager stands in there, fires. It's caught, blocked, first down across the 45 out to the 46-yard line.
18 yards on that hook up between the two of them. Another really nice pass. Will give the Blazers a fresh set of downs.
It's just their 3rd first down I have so far tonight here, Mike. Might have missed one, but been pretty few and far between. 2 receivers right side, 2 to the left. Torrington trying to get some pace here on this drive. Hager going to keep this one, has some room, crosses midfield and puts his head down across the 45 down to about the 43-yard line.
See, I think those are the kind of plays that Hager is going to get better and better at recognizing, as just didn't feel like he had a receiver open and make something of nothing with his feet.
2 quick first downs here by Torrington. They're in Gering territory. Clock moving, 5 minutes to play here first half. 2 receivers left side, 1 to the right. Pistol formation, Morehouse in motion. Pitch back, Packard coming left side. Has some speed across the 40. Packard still on his feet at the 20 and down at the 17-yard line.
23, 25 yards on that carry. You saw him put 4 receivers out wide, and Packard, with nice blocking out there, found a nice seam in there. Big carry for him, and Torrington in business in the red zone.
Hager in the shotgun once again, Packard right beside him. Fake the give. Hager going to keep. Really fake that guy out, and Hager will be banged out at about the 15-yard line. It's going to be good enough for a couple. 2nd down and 8.
It was quite a fake. Fakes that inside handoff, and first back through bit on it hard, didn't he?
Really fooled the defensive end.
Yes, he did. .417, the clock is stopped as Hager was run out of bounds.
Trips to the right side, single receiver left. Hager once again in the gun. The give, Packard trying to pick his way through. He's to the 10, cuts it up at the 5. He's towards the end zone. Did he get across? Yes, he did. Touchdown, Blazers.
I'm going to say, now they're talking about it. Yeah, they are going to spot it, and now it is officially a touchdown. 15 yards on the carry. Grant, is that correct?
Boy, what a great run.
Yeah.
So, yeah, betcha we'll call it that.
Hager doing a nice job on that RPO there, recognizing that he's got that inside handoff, and as soon as Packard took the handoff there, scampers 15 yards into the end zone. Point after coming here.
Well, the Blazers not going away easy here. And now we'll have a flag.
Again.
We have another substitution infraction. Too many men. Chavez will run off. It's a replay of the first quarter right there, Mike.
Deja vu. Yep.
Hackett got pushed back on the attempt back in the first quarter. He'll have to do it again here. Booting it from the 15. This one may not get there, and it will not.
Got under that one a little bit.
So that PA attempt no good. So the score goes Gering 22, Torrington 13. 4:09 left here before half. Back to Gering in 30.
Learn their operation firsthand. Stop in today to meet with our friendly and experienced lending staff to discuss your agricultural business needs. We look forward to seeing you. Points West Community Bank, a new direction in banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Our producers know that running a successful operation these days requires having reliable service and quality products. That's why you know you can trust the knowledgeable people at Westco to provide you sound agronomic advice, aerial application, bulk fuel, lubricants, propane, tires, and other.
This is Wade Brew, Market President with Pinnacle Bank. Pinnacle Bank has been serving the lending needs of farmers, ranchers, and commercial business owners in the Wyobraska area, where we've called home for over 100 years. Let us put our resources to work for you with local decision-making from a family-owned bank. Give us a call or visit us at www.wypinnbank.com. Pinnacle Bank, Torrington and Mitchell, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
That play before.
Well, the Blazers get in the end zone. Keeping it interesting here. They're down 9 once again. 22-13, Hackett to boot it away. First touchdown of the year by Dylan Packard. This one's going to go out of bounds. So, good strong leg on the part of Hackett, but didn't get his direction down there. In good field position here for Gering. They'll march it all the way out to the 35-yard line.
That first quarter moved right along. This quarter has slowed to a snail's pace. Still got to say, Torrington cannot feel bad about where they're at in this game with 3 turnovers factored into it.
3 big ones
in
the first half, and Gering 0 in that category here in the first half. So Jackson Howard, the junior quarterback for Gering, call the play and will bring him up to the 35-yard line here. 4 wide receivers out, similar formation for much of this game for Gering. He's in the shotgun. Quick hitter near side. It's caught. They're after him. He runs right past Howard, still on his feet. Goes number 11, Goodrow, and Mason Goodrow, a big gainer, into Blazer territory all the way down to the Torrington 36-yard line.
It's a 29-yard pickup for Goodrow. Is that who you said?
Mm-hmm.
7 different receivers have now caught the football. No, check that, 6 of them.
Gartner hit by Frazier. Still positive yardage, though, as he'll grind out 4 on the play down to the 32-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd and 6. Keeping an eye on the clock, 3:40 left. And on the big play, pass completion to Goodrow. Gering in business again. 4 wide receivers out. Howard's in the gun. Fake the give. Howard rolling left. Not finding anybody. Now it's almost picked off by Durant as he tried to float one out there to the intended receiver, Moravec. Flag on the play. So we'll check that. It's right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, if they're going to call an ineligible man downfield or what they're going to call there.
Cheyenne officiating crew, as Mike said, they're discussing it. It's going to be on Gering.
Yep, that's what it is. It's an interesting call. It was slow developing, and you saw Howard kind of directing traffic out there. Offensive lineman probably released and headed downfield before. Just the second penalty, if I remember right, of the half here against Gering.
You mentioned that earlier about how there could be a penalty on every play in football. There could probably be that penalty on every pass play in football. But it was obvious enough to the official with Howard buying time. Now he brings him up in I formation. Gartner with it, trying to get around Durant on the left side. Does. Tripped up by Flock right at the first down marker. I think he's got it at the 25-yard line.
Gain of 12. 52 yards now on 10 carries for Gartner.
That'll stop the clock with 3:09 left here in the second quarter. Again, 22-13. Gering with a lead here as we approach half. I formation as Howard is up under center. Now some motion by the fullback and the pitch back. Gartner coming near side. Gering has it blocked well. He's to the 15, to the 10, cuts it up, slips a couple Blazer tacklers and down at the 5-yard line.
20-yard gain there. Nice run there by Gartner. And a nifty step at about the 12-yard line to gain another 7. Now 72 yards for Gartner.
That's the 10th first down of the contest. Gering trying to go in a hurry here. Flag comes in. And the Blazers quickly and probably smartly take a timeout. That'll leave them with one. So we'll take a break too. 2:54 left here before half. Your score, it's Gering 22, Torrington 13. Back to Memorial Stadium in 30.
It feels good to be free. Free to come and go. Set your pace and choose your path. Banner Torrington Community Hospital offers new technologies, in-state specialists for the road less traveled, and the healthcare professionals you know for a familiar face along the way. Torrington Community Hospital, providing a wide breadth of care, making healthcare easier so life can be better.
We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
Grant Jones, Mike McNamee, Ryan Keith, Kyler Clark all alongside tonight. A bigger crew helping you out on the YouTube side of things. Again, you can watch and listen to this broadcast on YouTube. Go to search KGOS Sports. You'll find it right there.
I want you to know McNamee Auction Company is looking for a production band that we can start bringing to these broadcasts with the equipment and the crew.
That might be better than dragging us around in the horse trailer.
Yeah.
Gering knocking at the door. They have it first and goal at the 5-yard line. This time Gartner caught in the backfield. Great play right there. Initially tripped up by Mac Hibben, slicing through. And Gartner stays on his feet to at least get back to the 6, but that'll be a loss of 1.
Yeah, Hibben, just a sophomore, doing a great job slicing through there. May not have made the tackle, but he slowed him, changed his direction.
Definitely so, and that's speedy Gardner. That's what you got to do, is get in that backfield and slow him up before he gets a full head of steam going. Second and go, Bulldogs. Howard, I formation, fake it. He's rolling left side, throws into the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown, Robbins, 6 yards. Grady Robbins with his first touchdown tonight.
Really nice pass thrown across his body there. Second touchdown pass of the night, now 115 yards for Howard. Robbins, you said, with the reception?
Mm-hmm. Prokop out to attempt the point after. Snap is good, hold is down, kick is on the way, and it is true. So now, with 2:03 left still before half, in this scoring barrage that has been your second quarter, it's Gering 29, Torrington 13, back to Memorial Stadium in 30 seconds.
When it comes to putting up fences, corrals, and additional outbuildings on your farm or ranch, you can always count on Century Lumber to have on hand the materials you'll need for all kinds of projects. 3.5 by 6.5, 5 by 8, or 6 by 8 treated posts. They also carry sizes of panels and supplies for the fencing you may need to put up this year. And no matter the tank size you need for your herd, they have all sizes to choose from. They know that jobs around the farm and ranch are never ending, and that's why they're ready to help you out. Century Lumber, Torrington.
Once again, Tim Hurst and the High School Football Scoreboard Show. Coming up, 10:05 tonight. Switch it on over to 98.3 Kerm FM to hear that. As fall sports getting underway. So the Blazers now fall behind 29-13 and need to try to get an answer here before half. We've had bursts of brilliances by the Blazers, but as a collective whole, nothing really consistent, as this kickoff will sail into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback for the Blazers, bringing it out to the 20-yard line. We'll see if Torrington elects to play it pretty close to the vest here and get into the locker room, or whether they try to stretch the field a little bit. Hager will be in the shotgun. Play will be stopped. We're going to switch footballs. Got the K-ball out there or something, huh?
Got the wrong one. Yep. Had it in his hand the whole time, just realized that he needed to swap them.
Two receivers right side, one to the left. Bryce Hager in the shotgun, and it's going to be a false start on Torrington.
Looked like all they did was step right back up to the line of scrimmage, and the same official.
I still don't see a flag down. Yeah, they will call it.
Mm-hmm.
Third penalty on Torrington for 15 yards tonight. Makes it a little bit tougher. First down and 15 from the 15. Three receivers out once again. Hager rolling right. Just a quick little flip out and dropped by Flock. Or actually, that was Hibben on the far side. And Mack heard footsteps.
Yes, he did. Yeah, there was plenty of traffic over there. Gering obviously playing off the line of scrimmage here just enough. Going to keep everything out in front of him.
Second and 15, single receiver. That's Morehouse to the top. Trips down low here to the left. See Torrington splitting out Ryan Baker quite a bit tonight, Mike, but as you said, they've been unable to find him.
Find that big receiver coming across the middle right here.
The give, Packard cuts it up at the 15, hit hard, driven backwards. Maybe a pickup of 1 or 2 on the play. They'll give him 2. And quickly, Gering will call a timeout. Try to get the ball back here. It'll be third down when we return. Third down and 13 for Torrington with 1:47 left in the first half. It's the Bulldogs 29, Blazers 13. Back to Memorial Stadium, 30 seconds.
Specializing in custom cattle feeding, Dinklage Feed Yards features old-fashioned reliability and commitment to create better feeding and marketing opportunities, including specialty programs such as Verified Natural and NHTC. Dinklage ranks as the top choice of progressive cattle feeders throughout the country, and our financing department offers a prompt, convenient, and competitive response to our customers' cattle or feed financing needs. Make Dinklage a part of your team and allow us to maximize your profits. Dinklage Feed, East Highway 26, Torrington.
So kind of a whole new schedule this year. The last couple of years, you kind of saw the same teams at the same times each week. After hosting Mitchell next week, the Blazers back on the road to start conference play at Burns, and then home to arch rival Wheatland the following week, and then 2 big road trips to nearly the same place back-to-back, at Bighorn and at Tongue River, to wind up the month of September. Third down and 13. This time Hager's up under center. Going to send Flock in motion. The pitch back coming. Packard to throw. Fires, and this one's picked off. Gartner falls down at the 32-yard line. And Gering in prime position to score again. The 4th turnover of the first half on Torrington.
Boy, Flock was wide open behind the secondary, but Packard couldn't get enough on that one, just underthrew him. Second interception of the half. 2 interceptions, 2 fumbles against the Blazers.
2 receivers to the right side, 2 to the left. See if Torrington can hold him out of the end zone here. Fake the give and the delay right to Gartner up the middle. He's across the 30 down to the 29-yard line. They say Bennick on the stop. I also want to credit Braden Frazier with the initial trip up. Second down and 7. Keeping an eye on the clock. Minute 10. And moving. Twins right and left. Howard in the gun. Fake the give. Flare out near side. It's caught. Goodrow across the 15 to the 20 and banged out of bounds after a first down all the way down to the 12. Gering's 11th first down of the first half. And the Bulldogs in the red zone with 52.5 on the clock. Now trips to the left side for Gering. Howard standing in the shotgun once again. He's going to throw. Receiving some heat. Fires over the middle. This one almost picked off. Connor Booth had a hand on it. It was kind of thrown behind him and Williams. As Booth was picking up Williams, it'll fall incomplete.
Howard with an incompletion there has had a pretty good half. 9 of 13 for 130 yards and 2 touchdowns. That one, not his best effort of the night right there. That one was nearly picked off.
Kind of threw it into no man's land over the middle of the field. Gering will try it again with 47 seconds left. Second down and 10. Stand in the shotgun, rolling right side. Floats it into the end zone. This is over everybody's head, incomplete. Looking for Goodrow in the corner of the end zone. It'll bring up 3rd and 10.
Pretty good pressure there by Caden Miller. Forces Howard to attempt a throw that he probably wasn't ready to.
Bonzak coming in. Also Robbins for Gering. Clock stopped on the incompletion at 42.9. Gering's going to have to kind of hustle. And Howard to throw over the middle, looking for the end zone. It's incomplete. Standing there in the middle of the field, breaking that whole thing up, Ryan Morehouse.
So nice pass defense here by the Blazers will force Gering to attempt a field goal.
So Torrington, for the moment, holds the Bulldogs out of the end zone. But Gering can eclipse that 30-point mark here on this field goal try of 28 yards by Prokop. It's on the way, and it's good. And with 35.2 left here in the first half, Gering adds to the lead. It's the Bulldogs 32, Blazers 13. Back to Memorial Stadium, 30 seconds.
With Domino's Carside Delivery, you can carry out any 3-topping pizza for just $7.99 without leaving your car. So you don't have to interrupt your kid's favorite song.
And we'll all be friends just for one.
You can interrupt this, actually.
Next time you carry out 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each, try Domino's Carside Delivery. Just pull up to the store, check in online, and Domino's will bring your food to you contact-free. Carry out only. You must ask for this limited time offer. Prices, participation, and charges may vary. Excludes XL and specialty pizzas. Crust availability varies by size. Message and data rates may apply when using Domino's Carside Delivery.
Once again, coming up here at halftime, we'll take a break and total up some numbers for you for our North Platte Physical Therapy halftime report. That is the 6th score that we've had here in the second quarter.
It's been busy.
Pro Cup to boot it away. Morehouse back deep for Torrington. And this one will come to him. Morehouse will take it at the 5, fumble it backwards, has to go in his end zone to get it, and that will be an automatic touchback. High school rules right there. And the Blazers will have it at the 20-yard line. These are line drives coming down that field by the kicker Pro Cup.
Yep. Yeah, and that one might be best that it made it into the end zone. That was going to have Morehouse pinned deep against his own goal line.
See what the Blazers do here. They'll stand in the shotgun here as we get close to the end of the first half. And this one hits Hager. It's loose in the backfield, and Bryce is just going to have to throw it away. Heaves it near side, and just by sheer strength off his back foot, gets it out of bounds.
Yeah, showing off his arm there as he was under duress and just hucked it. There was a receiver out there, but throws it out over the head of everybody out of bounds.
Oh, it's going to be a grounding call, Mike. Intentional grounding by the quarterback, Hager. That'll march him back 5, and he'll lose the down here. So 2nd down and 15. Hager will come up from his shotgun position under center and give it to Packard, who has some room up the middle, taking on Gardner, spun around at the 25 and falls forward to the 28.
Nice carry there by Packard, 13 yards for him on the carry. Bring up 3rd and call it 2.
And that will do it for the first half of play. Blazers kind of hung tough there. Had some big answers, but still have a lot of problems to solve in the second half, trying to overcome 4 first-half turnovers. They find themselves behind here at halftime. It's the Gering Bulldogs 32 and the Torrington Trailblazers 13. Halftime break coming up, and we'll be back to run through your North Platte Physical Therapy stats. We'll do that after this 3-minute timeout.
Fall is here, and so is football and volleyball. Heartland Embroidery is ready to dress you up in the perfect apparel to root for your favorite team. They've got all you'll need to represent the Doggers, Blazers, and Cyclones, and anything in the store can be customized to show your favorite students or player's number and name. Don't forget about Cowboy football. Heartland Embroidery is proud to be the area's largest retailer of cowboy gear and apparel. It's all at Heartland Embroidery, downtown Torrington.
This is Julia at First State Bank in Torrington. We have totally righteous accounts, dude. Our totally free checking is a free account for everyone. Get free online banking and an instant issued Visa debit card too. When you open a checking account, you'll get a free gift, a Magnavox Bluetooth portable speaker. Our way of saying thank you. Visit us at one of our gnarly locations in Wheatland, Torrington, Guernsey, or Casper today. First State Bank in Torrington, division of Glacier Bank, your first choice in banking, member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Sue Davis at J.G. Elliott Insurance. We work with several insurance carriers, which means when you choose us, we can give you several home insurance quotes in one on an easy-to-compare format. We do the shopping for you so you can make the best choice when it comes to protecting your happy home. To find out more about J.G. Elliott Home Insurance, please stop by our office at 302 West 21st Avenue or call 532-2147. J.G. Elliott Insurance Center, a Platte Valley company.
Landscaping Plus on East Highway 26 in Torrington not only serves the community with a personal touch for lawn and garden designs, but they also carry and sell sprinkler parts, weed barrier, and edging for all you do-it-yourselfers out there. Once you stop in, you'll find all kinds of additional items you'll want to add to your lawn and gardens. Plus, Rob will be more than happy to discuss design ideas that you might want to incorporate into your landscaping. Just make the call to 532-6067. Landscaping Plus in Torrington.
The heart. It's a big deal to your overall health. At Memorial Hospital of Converse County, we have a team of dedicated healthcare providers who make patient-centered care the hallmark of what they do. Dr. Alan Mattern, a board-certified cardiologist and graduate of the Yale School of Medicine, sees patients weekly in our medical office building, and our cardiopulmonary team focuses on heart and lung health with tireless dedication. We are proving that bigger isn't always better at Memorial Hospital of Converse County. Find out more at conversehospital.com.
The importance of mental health has never been more prevalent, especially when it comes to our youth in the area. Young people can face difficulties, and number 34 in Torrington is here to help. Shad and the crew are now offering wraparound services in Torrington, Laramie, Cheyenne, Douglas, Wheatland, Lusk, and all towns in between. Number 34 wants you to reach your fullest potential, and they want to help you do just that. To learn more, call 532-0134.
If you're looking to replace the windows and doors in your home or have a new construction project, then look no further than Gherkin Windows and Doors, available at Blodorn Lumber in Torrington. Stop in today and see their impressive product gallery. With over 80 years of manufacturing experience and expertise, get the quality that you deserve with Gherkin Windows and Doors. It's all available at Blodorn Lumber in Torrington. Stop and see their display today, 219 West 21st Avenue.
Halftime stats brought to you by North Platte Physical Therapy. North Platte Physical Therapy is committed to keeping you at the top of your game on and off the field. Marnie and her crew are on the ball and ready to help you figure out what ails you and how to get you back to your best. Stop by at 1301 East M Street. Call them 532-5355. North Platte Physical Therapy, providing quality professional care with a family-friendly atmosphere and always flexibility. My whole scoring sheet for the game is about full here in the first half. Let's quickly go through it. First quarter, Gering strikes first on a Pro Cup 23-yard field goal with 8:28 left. First quarter, they led 3-0. That was after the first interception thrown by the Blazers. First quarter, 1:16 left. They add to it. Bonzak goes in from a yard out. Pro Cup the kip. 10-0 Gering. Second quarter, and what a second quarter it was. Kind of back and forth, but still mostly Gering. The Bulldogs add to the lead. Right at the start of the second quarter, Williams, a 3-yard catch from Howard. Kick was no good, made it 16-0. Then Torrington gets on the board. 11:01 left second quarter. A deep throw to Flock from Bryce Hager. 77 yards on that pitch and catch. Freshman Holden Hackett's kick was good, and the Blazers were right back in business, down 16-7. But a big score by Gering to answer. 7:31 left second quarter. Gardner goes in from 2 yards out. The kick no good. Gering led 22-7. Torrington answers back. 4:08 left before half. Dylan Packard with her first touchdown tonight. 15 yards out. The kick no good. And Gering led 22-13. Gering answers back, and that's kind of been the story, as Robbins, a 6-yard catch from Howard with 2:03 left, makes it 29-13. And then, after the turnover again on the halfback pass by the Blazers, Gering makes them pay. Pro Cup 28 yards out, 32-13 here at half. The Blazers finish the first half with 5 first down, Gering with 11. Blazers penalized 4 times for 20 yards, same for the Bulldogs. The key stat, though, turnovers. The Blazers, 2 fumbles in the first half, 2 interceptions. Gering, no turnovers. Here's Mike with a look at more team and individual stats.
All right, Grant, thank you. Torrington with 172 yards of total offense. They did it this way: 77 yards on the ground on 15 carries, led by Dylan Packard. 9 carries, 48 yards, 1 touchdown for him. Through the air, Hager was 5 of 10. Actually, Hager was 5 of 9 for 95 yards and the 1 touchdown and 1 interception. Dylan Packard was 0 for 1 with the 1 interception. Brennan Flock with 4 receptions for 98 yards and 2 touchdowns. Dylan Packard, the 1 reception for a -3 yards. So Torrington with 172 yards of total offense, Gering with 223. Here's how they did it. On the ground, 21 carries for 93 yards, the leading ball carrier. Gartner, 13 carries for 75 yards and a touchdown. Through the air, Howard was 9 of 15 for 130 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. One of those touchdowns, a 3-yarder to Williams, the other a 6-yarder to Robbins. The leading receiver for Gering is Goodrow with 44 yards on 2 receptions. So those are your halftime stats, brought to you by North Platte Physical Therapy, but always for Mark Axt, who is our forever statistician on the crew. I know that Mark is tuned in and listening in Torrington tonight. So Mark, good to have you with us, along with all of our listeners to our broadcast tonight. As Grant mentioned earlier, please thank those sponsors that bring these broadcasts your way. We have about 6 minutes before the second half kickoff. We'll take a break. We will be back with second half action after this 6-minute timeout.
Pieper and Marsh Family Dentistry is now Platte River Family Dentistry. They're proud to welcome Dr. Lance Lucas to their practice. A Wheatland native, Dr. Lucas graduated from the University of Nebraska Medical Center College of Dentistry and is excited to get involved in the Torrington community. Dr. Lucas shares Platte River Family Dentistry's philosophy of providing patients with the highest quality of dental care in a gentle and efficient manner. Call Platte River Family Dentistry at 532-4448 or find them on Facebook.
Looking for free instead of fees? Platte Valley Bank can keep your finances moving forward with no ATM fees. Whether you are headed to the lake, the mountains, or just to the grocery store, you can enjoy the freedom of free ATM access anywhere, anytime. Pursue life with confidence knowing Platte Valley Bank is always there to help. Visit us today at www.pvbank.com. You belong here.
Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC.
Premier Bone and Joint Center's team of board-certified physicians brings decades of combined experience in diagnosing, treating, and rehabilitating orthopedic conditions in their respective subspecialties. Whether we're working with children, senior citizens, or University of Wyoming athletes, we ensure our patients always receive compassionate, thorough, and effective care to restore quality of life. Visit us online at premierboneandjoint.com. Wherever you need us, we'll be there with 9 locations across Wyoming. Premier Bone and Joint Centers, worthy of Wyoming.
Supporting our youth, that's what Torrington Beverage has been so proud of for so many years. So when you need to quench your thirst, do it with a Pepsi product, Sobe, Brisk Lipton Tea, Rockstar, or Gatorade. Plus they have the juice to get you going in the mornings with Frappuccinos, Starbucks iced coffee, and Muscle Milk, helping supply this community with top-of-the-line drinks. Torrington Beverage is the proud sponsor of Goshen County Sports and believes in neighbors helping neighbors. Remember, that's Torrington Beverage. Get your thirst on.
What's on your back-to-school list? Pens, pencils, notebooks? What about an eye exam? Torrington Vision Source reminds you that now is the time to make sure your child's eyes are ready to learn. There are only a few vision problems that are identified by screenings, but comprehensive vision evaluations by our optometrists ensure that your child gets the care and attention they need. We carry a large supply of frames and lens types, along with contact lenses perfectly suited to them. Your one source for caring for your child's eyes. Torrington Vision Source. Doctors Grant and Linda Jones, 1418 East M Street. Call 532-4114.
This is Al Maloney, General Manager at Transwest Ford, letting you know that our service department is open to serve you. Stop by and take advantage of the best value in town with the works for only $64.95. We are confident that once you experience our service, you'll never take your vehicle anywhere else. We service all makes and models. Stop by and visit today or call our team to schedule your appointment. Drive a little, save a lot at Transwest Ford of Torrington.
Ty's Pit Stop in Lingle is under new ownership. Johanna Abernathy would like to welcome new owners Dave and Heather Saul. The Sauls will continue to offer the same great customer service that you have come to expect from Ty's Pit Stop. Robert and Johanna owned and operated Ty's Pit Stop for 17 years. On behalf of Robert, Johanna would like to thank each and every customer over the years. They truly appreciated your business and wishes Dave and Heather Saul all the best in their new endeavor.
At Points West Community Bank, we know that agriculture is more than a business. It is a way of life. With over 94 years of experience in serving Goshen County, we understand and value the ways of our local farmers and ranchers. Through the quality of banking services and lending relationships, we take the time to know our customer and learn their operation firsthand. Stop in today to meet with our friendly and experienced lending staff to discuss your agricultural business needs. We look forward to seeing you. Points West Community Bank, a new direction in banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Our producers know that running a successful operation these days requires having reliable service and quality products. That's why you know you can trust the knowledgeable people at Westco to provide you sound agronomic advice, aerial application, bulk fuel, lubricants, propane, tires, and other essentials to keep your operation running smoothly. Our priority is helping you succeed. Call or visit your nearest Westco location today. Westco. Service, solutions, success.
Westco's your best value through and through.
Yo, Jake, what's up? Okay, Mom, on my way. Hey, girl, can you share your math notes? Whoa, that was close.
When you get behind the wheel, give your phone to a passenger. Put it in the glove compartment. Just don't text and drive. The suspense won't kill you. Texting might. Between 2016 and 2020, nearly 1,800 people in Wyoming were injured in crashes involving a distracted driver. 53 died. Stop the texts, stop the wrecks. A message from YDOT.
This is Wade Brew, Market President with Pinnacle Bank. Pinnacle Bank has been serving the lending needs of farmers, ranchers, and commercial business owners of the Wyobraska area, where we've called home for over 100 years. Let us put our resources to work for you with local decision-making from a family-owned bank. Give us a call or visit us at www.wypinnbank.com. Pinnacle Bank, Torrington, and Mitchell, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
It feels good to be free. Free to come and go. Set your pace and choose your path. Banner Torrington Community Hospital offers new technologies, in-state specialists for the road less traveled, and the healthcare professionals you know for a familiar face along the way. Torrington Community Hospital, providing a wide breadth of care, making healthcare easier so life can be better.
We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
When it comes to putting up fences, corrals, and additional outbuildings on your farm or ranch, you can always count on Century Lumber to have on hand the materials you'll need for all kinds of projects. 3.5 by 6.5, 5 by 8, or 6 by 8 treated posts. They also carry sizes of panels and supplies for the fencing you may need to put up this year. And no matter the tank size you need for your herd, they have all sizes to choose from. They know that jobs around the farm and ranch are never ending, and that's why they're ready to help you out. Century Lumber, Torrington.
Specializing in custom cattle feeding, Dinklage Feed Yards features old-fashioned reliability and commitment to create better feeding and marketing opportunities, including specialty programs such as Verified Natural and NHTC. Dinklage ranks as the top choice of progressive cattle feeders throughout the country, and our financing department offers a prompt, convenient, and competitive response to our customers' cattle or feed financing needs. Make Dinklage a part of your team and allow us to maximize your profits. Dinklage Feed, East Highway 26, Torrington.
With Domino's Carside Delivery, you can carry out any 3-topping pizza for just $7.99 without leaving your car. So you don't have to interrupt your kid's favorite song.
And we'll all be friends just for one day.
You can interrupt this, actually.
Next time you carry out 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each, try Domino's Carside Delivery. Just pull up to the store, check in online, and Domino's will bring your food to you contact-free. Carry out only. You must ask for this limited time offer. Prices, participation, and charges may vary. Excludes XL and specialty pizzas. Crust availability varies by size. Message and data rates may apply when using Domino's Carside Delivery.
Fall is here and so is football and volleyball. Heartland Embroidery is ready to dress you up in the perfect apparel to root for your favorite team. They've got all you'll need to represent the Doggers, Blazers, and Cyclones, and anything in the store can be customized to show your favorite students or player's number and name. Don't forget about cowboy football. Heartland Embroidery is proud to be the area's largest retailer of cowboy gear and apparel. It's all at Heartland Embroidery, downtown Torrington.
This is Julia at First State Bank in Torrington. We have totally righteous accounts, dude. Our totally free checking is a free account for everyone. Get free online banking and an instant issued Visa debit card too. When you open a checking account, you'll get a free gift, a Magnavox Bluetooth portable speaker. Our way of saying thank you. Visit us at one of our gnarly locations in Wheatland, Torrington, Guernsey, or Casper today. First State Bank in Torrington, division of Glacier Bank, your first choice in banking, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Memorial Stadium, everybody. Grant Jones, Mike McNamee, Ryan Caith, Kyler Clark all alongside. And as we've said, this big old crew of ours coming over here across the state line. A little bit more help on our YouTube channel. And if you want to watch this game, all you got to do is go to YouTube, search KGOS Sports. We got it right there for you, along with the voice. Starting the second half here in the third quarter, it's Gering 32, Torrington 13. And, well, I suppose in a lot of ways, Mike, you got to hit the start-over switch here and take a little bit better care of the ball.
Yeah, I think you can take a lot from these non-conference games. They mean a lot, but they don't mean anything in reality. And so if you're Torrington, you just want to do things better than you did in the first half. That starts with this first possession, stopping Gering's offense and then doing a better job of taking care of the ball on when you get it back.
Of course, Torrington received to start the game. Then it was like the second, third play from scrimmage, the interception to start things. Ball blows off the tee. A little bit of a breeze here, but otherwise beautiful night here in Gering.
Yeah, gorgeous night for football. Early season football in Wyoming, Nebraska, this area just hard to beat. Beautiful conditions.
Hackett has it teed up. He'll boot it away. It's a nice kick. Going to drive Gardner back inside his 10. He's got it there. Heads up the right side. Got a full head of steam. He's across the 30 to the 40 to midfield. Cuts it back. And Gardner is gone to the 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Gering.
91 yards. Is that what you would figure? Yep. Had a nice seam over that right side. Made one nice cut, but really didn't have to change directions at all. Other than that, so a quick strike on the opening kickoff of the second half, 91 yards, and just like that, it is 38-13 with the PAT coming.
Procup, who's been a busy kid for Gering High School tonight, out to attempt it. Gardner showed a lot of speed and running ability there as Procup boots it through. And Blazers down big now. It's Gering 39, Torrington 13. Just 12 seconds off the clock here in the third quarter. And we're back to Memorial Stadium in 30 seconds.
Hi, I'm Sue Davis at J.G. Elliott Insurance. We work with several insurance carriers, which means when you choose us, we can give you several home insurance quotes in one on an easy-to-compare format. We do the shopping for you so you can make the best choice when it comes to protecting your happy home. To find out more about J.G. Elliott Home Insurance, please stop by our office at 302 West 21st Avenue or call 532-2147. J.G. Elliott Insurance Center, a Platte Valley company.
So after the kickoff return by Tanner Gardner, The Blazers will receive. Back deep for them, moving right to left across your radio dial is Ryan Morehouse.
That wasn't a bad kick by Hackett, deep enough, pinning Gartner inside the 10 at the 9, but just great blocking out front for Gartner on that return.
Prokop will boot this one away. This is a high, short kick. Morehouse going to have to come up to get it. Instead, though, he's going to let it roll out of bounds. Heads up play, Ryan Morehouse, with pressure breathing down on him. Gets the fortunate bounce, and it'll be Blazer football all the way out at the 35-yard line.
Scanning that offensive front and actually looking more to the Blazer sideline, Sam Birdsall still hobbled over there on the sideline. They have been without his services since, I believe, maybe the second series of that first half.
Yeah, it's been a big loss tonight for him. For sure, it's a right leg injury. That's about all we know. We'll try to get some more on that from head coach Steinmetz after the game. Here's the give right up the middle. Dylan Packard across the 35, out to the 37-yard line. Short pickup of 2 on the play to bring up 2nd down and 8. Yeah, it wasn't very far along in that first quarter, Mike, that Birdsall went down.
I think everybody would agree you're only one injury away from being really average, and when you take it out of that front, that's a front that has some continuity. They've worked together a lot, but you take one guy out of it, that hurts.
Blazers will line up in the pistol. Gering will rush 4, maybe 5. And hit behind the line. Down goes Packard. Thanks to Grady Robbins. This will be a loss on the play. Loss of about 4. He'll bring up 3rd and 12.
And that's a delay that was a pronounced delay that gave way too much time for that defensive front to get through there. There is Caden Gorsuch, Dean Gorsuch's son, in there on the stop, a loss of 4, 3rd and 12.
Trips to the far side. Now they'll shift. All 3 receivers will come over and trade places with Ryan Morehouse. Hager in the shotgun. Gering bringing everybody. Hager running for his life. Rolling left, just a pitch forward, and it's caught. Baker, first down across the midfield and into Gering territory. Boy, what a play by the quarterback Hager right there. Just a long shuffle pass.
Yeah, I'm just counting it up here. I'm going to say 19 yards on the reception there, and Hager again making something out of nothing. Just a perfect strike on the shovel pass ahead to Baker. They figured out a way to get Baker involved in the offense.
Flock and Hibben will split to the top. Morehouse near side. This time Hager up under center. Gering will rush 4. Drops the snap. Now rolling right side. Lets this one fly, and it's incomplete. Looking for Hibben on the deep out on the right side out there. We got a late flag coming into the backfield. This is going to be a personal foul, roughing the passer on Gering.
Yep, late hit there. It was pretty easy to see. They whacked Hager pretty good, and so this will be a first down via the penalty here.
Big yardage,
yeah.
15-yarder.
Mm-hmm. Should see this one spotted just outside the 30 at about the 32.
It'll make for a Blazer first down. That's their 7th of the night.
Hey, if you're Torrington, you'll take it any way you can get it right now.
They'll march it all the way down to the 32. Hibben Flock to the near side, Morehouse to the top. And everybody left, but the snap didn't come back from Braden Frazier.
Jacob Durant in the backfield for the first time for the Blazers. One of his first appearances back there. It has been mostly Packard.
First down and 15. Same formation. Hager's in the gun. He's going to keep it himself. Has some blocking in front of him. Bryce on the run across the 35. Drops a football. It's loose on the ground. Gering says they have it. No indication yet. And they do. The 5th turnover of the night on the Blazers.
Well, ball security going to be a big issue, and that the third fumble, 2 interceptions. Ball punched loose right at the end of the run. Looked like Hager was nearly down when it came out. Promising drive to start the first possession of the third quarter for Torrington ends in a turnover.
Gering kind of all bunched in on this set. They'll send Williams in motion. He's got the football at the 30, banged out of bounds by his own guy at about the 33-yard line. Short pickup here of 3 for Williams. It'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Baron Williams has been instrumental in the passing game. The sophomore, just 5'8" and 145 pounds, but shows some quickness there getting to the edge.
This time Gering will split a receiver to either side. Howard up under center. The give Gardner goes nowhere. Coming through the line is Braden Frazier. He's slow to get up, but gets to his feet. No gain there for Gardner. 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, Frazier kind of flexing that knee a little bit. Tough kid. He's going to stay out there.
Gering will split a couple of receivers to the left side. I formation behind Howard. The give to Robbins, first man through, not much. Out to the 35-yard line, forward to the 36, and it'll be Ty Bennick making the stop. 4th down and 4 now for Gering, and punt formation for the Bulldogs. Flock will be back deep for Torrington.
Key and Sargent doing a nice job up front, blocking traffic, letting Bennett come in and clean it up.
Goodrow will do the honors for Gering. No pressure on him. Boots this one away. A high end over ender. Flock takes it at the 31. Heads right side. Gets a big block at the 35-yard line, and that's going to bring a flag as Flock finally tripped up at the 46, but hold the phone on the blind side block on the Blazers.
Yeah, you're not going to get away with that. It's pretty obvious in the open field. So this one will come back. The flag, the penalty took place at about the 35. They're going to move it back to, I'm going to guess, around the 20.
Officials trying to kind of figure out right where that block came from, and that'll be 15 yards back in from there, as Mike said. I think they're going to start marching it off from the 30. So the Blazers ought to be put on their 15, which they are.
About the only thing you can do there is holler at him and tell him you're coming. That block, he had to know it was going to be there.
6 penalty on the Blazers now, totaling 40 yards. Here's the give out of the shotgun to Packard. Not much. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. They'll give him one on the play out to the 16. 2nd and 9.
We see Birdsall hobble back into the game here for one of the few times since that early injury.
Well, I would think, Mike, if they were really concerned about something with that right leg, that wouldn't be happening at all. So that's good to see.
Yes.
Hager's in the shotgun once again on 2nd and 9. Morehouse in motion. Jet sweep to him. Ryan cuts it up at the 20, falls forward to the 23. Short gain by Morehouse. But positive yardage anyway. We'll give him 5. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 3 now for Torrington.
According to my stats, first carry for Morehouse of the night. Looks like they could use him a little bit more.
Again, our score 39-13. Gering with a comfortable lead here in the 3rd quarter. Hager in the shotgun, going to keep it himself, trying to get a block from Packard. Couple of hands reach in, trying to strip Hager. I wonder if one of them caught the face mask. It's either that or a hold on the Blazers. Let's see.
I was thinking horse collar maybe. It looked like there was a tackle or something changed his direction up high. So I don't know if it's a face mask. They are calling a personal foul face mask here. So yeah, you could certainly see his head snap around there. And so this should be the big variety.
They'll march it off from the 28. So this ought to put it on about the 30 or 43 rather. That's where they'll set it down. And another Blazer first down right there, giving them 8 on the night.
Second personal foul penalty of the quarter against Gering.
Three receivers in the pattern once again for the Blazers. Hager up under center. 3-man rush by Gering. Morehouse in motion. Fake the give to him. Packard up the middle. Looking for midfield. Going to come up just a bit shy. Down at the 48. That's good enough for a pickup of 6 on the play by Dillon.
Nice little shift there. Plants his foot. Steps inside. Now 52 yards on 13 carries for Packard.
Unlike the second quarter, third one is moving right along. 5:20. And this one will be blown dead. False start, Blazers.
You had to say something.
I know
didn't
it. Jinxed it.
Illegal procedure on Torrington.
Well, it's a cute little thing that the Gering fans do, the backing up thing with the heavy equipment beeper.
Yeah, Birdsall's still not right. It's a couple of steps and then a hop along as he comes off the field once again. 3 receivers out. And shotgun once again. Fake the give. Hager to keep it himself. Gets it to midfield. Bryce spinning across the 45 down to the 44-yard line. No flags on the play. This will be a first down, Torrington.
So 11, 12 yards on the carry for Hager. Boy, you watch Gering tackling that football. They believe that they have the ability to strip Hager at any time, doing a nice job there securing the ball.
Two receivers left side, one to the right. First down, Torrington. They'll spot it up at about the 45-yard line. Jet sweep coming. Brendan Flock picking his way through. Spins at the 40 and down at the 39. Good enough for a pickup of 6 by Brendan Flock.
Nice little drive here by the Blazers. Doing it all on the ground so far. This one started at their 15. Now into Gering territory at the 39.
This time Hager up under center. Gering will rush 4. Packard has some room near side. Still on his feet at the 30. Now gets the Jets going to the 20. 10, 5, touchdown Blazers.
39-yard touchdown run for Dylan Packard, and Torrington with the answer all on the ground. 91 yards now for Packard on 14 carries. And Torrington with the big answer with 3:45 to go here in the third. Holden Hackett on to attempt the point after. Or will they go for 2?
Might be to that point. Nope, he's out there.
Yep.
Trying to give that freshman all the kicks they can here in this one. Holder is Morehouse. Snap a little high. Morehouse gets it down, but this one's blocked. Just took a little too much time to develop right there. And I think it was Tanner Gardner slicing through, getting a hand on it. So after the blocked PAT, your score, it's Gering 39, Torrington 19, 3:45 left. Third quarter, back to Memorial Stadium in 30 seconds.
Landscaping Plus on East Highway 26 in Torrington not only serves the community with a personal touch for lawn and garden designs, but they also carry and sell sprinkler parts, weed barrier, and edging for all you do-it-yourselfers out there. Once you stop in, you'll find all kinds of additional items you'll want to add to your lawn and gardens. Plus, Rob will be more than happy to discuss design ideas that you might want to incorporate into your landscaping. Just make the call to 532-6067. Landscaping Plus in Torrington.
Grant Jones, Mike McNamee, Ryan Keith, Kyler Clark, all back here in Gering, Nebraska. Again, home next week to open things up at Wiseman Field. Blazers will host Mitchell in a 7 o'clock ball game, and then after that, all conference play the rest of the way. Class 2A East. Torrington will turn right around, hit the road the week following at Burns. Hackett to boot it away after the 39-yard run by Dylan Packard. This one's going to be fair caught by Williams at the 21-yard line. And that's where Gering will have it 1st and 10.
Kind of looking forward to that conference season. I think really no clear-cut favorite in the 2A East. Probably any number of 3 or 4 teams could step up and win that thing. You mentioned that road trip up north. That one could be interesting.
You know, I thought about that and how hard of a trip that would be to make twice in a row, but I guess one thing is after you do it the first time, you're used to it, and you know what to do with yourself. We'll see how the Blazers handle that 2 straight weeks to Sheridan County. Here's the pass by Howard. It's caught near side by Van An. It's the first catch that we've seen from him, but they'll say incomplete.
Yep. Looks like he picked it off the turf. We watch Torrington. They are putting everybody up front, going to try and do all that they can to put a little heat on Howard.
3 receivers out in the pattern for Gering. And the delay give Gartner right up the middle, cut from behind Ty Bennick across the 25 out to about the 28-yard line. Still good enough for a pickup of 7 on the play by Gartner. It'll bring up 3rd and 3 for the Bulldogs.
Bennick has has piled up the defensive points here tonight, hasn't he?
Yep, he'll be one of the stat leaders in the state next week after this solid performance tonight. Three wide receivers out. Howard will be up under center. Gardner the lone setback. This will be blown dead.
Delay, I think.
Yep.
Delay a game on the Bulldogs.
55 yards in penalties tonight for Gering.
Doesn't it seem counterproductive to call a penalty on a team for delay a game that when you assess the penalty, you delay the game?
Only you would think of it that way.
Just throwing it out there.
3rd and 7. Howard going to roll to the left. Quick little flare out. It's caught. First down. And down to the 40-yard line. That's Moravec. Jacob Durant makes the stop for the Blazers, but it'll be a Gering first down. All the way out to their 40-yard line with 2:35 on the clock here in the third quarter, and it's moving.
Impressed with Howard's ability to roll out, throw across his body. Second completion to Moravec for 29 yards.
He gets it out quickly, too, Mike, and you got a guy open in the flat like that. Get it to him now.
Mm-hmm.
Don't take those 2 extra steps. Howard's going to keep it this time. He'll get caught behind the line. Ty Bennick there on the stop for the Blazers. This will be a loss on the play. Loss of 3, backing him up to the 37.
That one's on Ryan Baker. He turned him back into Bennick. Bennick cleaned it up, but Baker doing a nice job getting upfield, forcing Howard to change directions. Clock runs, 1:35 to go here in the third. Still 39-19 on the Clark and Associates scoreboard.
Gering will split a receiver to either side in the I formation, and this will be blown dead. False start.
Seemed like these teams did a better job of controlling pace when they weren't thinking about the pace of the game. Early on, they just played. Now, Gering obviously wanting to use a little bit more time and be maybe a little conservative. Been penalized a couple of times for it.
So this will make for a 2nd down and 18 now for Gering. Same formation. Receivers split out to either side. Fake it to the first man through. Kind of a broken play. Gardner has it, but he's corralled immediately. Slicing through there, Trey Perriott to put him down. Right at about the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that was a busted play from the very beginning there.
3rd down and 18. This might very well be the last play of the third quarter. In fact, Howard's standing on the sideline, thinking he's got enough time to let it tick away.
Sure that he's not going to take a timeout, and he is. And
that's what they will do. So, timeout Bulldogs. 10 seconds left here, third quarter. Your score, it's Gering 39, Torrington 19, and we're back to Memorial Stadium in 30 seconds.
The heart. It's a big deal to your overall health. At Memorial Hospital of Converse County, we have a team of dedicated healthcare providers who make patient-centered care the hallmark of what they do. Dr. Alan Mattern, a board-certified cardiologist and graduate of the Yale School of Medicine, sees patients weekly in our medical office building, and our cardiopulmonary team focuses on heart and lung health with tireless dedication. We are proving that bigger isn't always better at Memorial Hospital of Converse County. Find out more at conversehospital.com.
Welcome back to Memorial Stadium. Don't forget Tim Hurst and the high school football scoreboard show with a little volleyball mixed in. Maybe some golf, maybe some tennis. Who knows? Tim will decide, and he'll be with you on Kerm FM 10:05. That might be when we get out of here.
That's what I was going to say. We're going to have to hustle to be out of his way on that one. Maybe we should stop and meet him at the sports racket, do the show with him.
And the Wyoming Cowboys on the air tomorrow. Same thing, Kerm FM. 1 o'clock pregame show, 2 o'clock kickoff from Champaign. Well, after the timeout, Gering on 3rd and long in their own end. They'll send a receiver in motion. Coming back across the way. It's caught. Bonzak has room on the far side. Hager has a shot at him. Misses him. Flock trying to get him. And out of bounds he goes. Well into Blazer territory. All the way down to the 25-yard line.
43 yards on that screen play. Torrington had it defended. Actually Howard just weaves it through 2 defenders there.
That'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. And Gering knocking on the door once again when we go to the 4th. After 3 on the Clark & Associates scoreboard, it is Gering 39, Torrington 19. Back for the 4th and final 1 minute.
The importance of mental health has never been more prevalent, especially when it comes to our youth in the area. Young people can face difficulties, and number 34 in Torrington is here to help. Shad and the crew are now offering wraparound services in Torrington, Laramie, Cheyenne, Douglas, Wheatland, Lusk, and all towns in between. Number 34 wants you to reach your fullest potential, and they want to help you do just that. To learn more, call 532-0134.
If you're looking to replace the windows and doors in your home or have a new construction project, then look no further than Gherkin Windows and Doors, available at Blodorn Lumber in Torrington. Stop in today and see their impressive product gallery. With over 80 years of manufacturing experience and expertise, get the quality that you deserve with Gherkin Windows and Doors. It's all available at Blodorn Lumber in Torrington. Stop and see their display today, 219 West 21st Avenue.
Hey, let's get our first score update in. It's brought to you by TD Real Estate. Whether it's buying, selling, or managing your property, Ronnie with TD Real Estate is here to help. Ask about their tenant benefit program, exclusive to TD Real Estate. Here's Mike.
Final scores in 4A. Sheridan defeats Cheyenne Central. A game-winning field goal in the last seconds of the game. It was number 2 Cheyenne East over Campbell County, 47-28. Natrona blanked Laramie, 40-0.
I formation, pitch back, Gartner going far side, halfback pass, wants to throw, and it's incomplete. Severely underthrew that. The Blazers had a shot at it out there, and that was Flock, but instead it'll be 3rd down, or 2nd down rather. Keep on going, Michael.
2 other scores. Thunder Basin defeated Cheyenne South. That was number 4 Thunder Basin, 42-0, and number 5 Rock Springs. Coach Linhart's crew, 42-7 winners over Kelly Walsh. Number 5 Powell, 50, Riverton 13. That was in 3A. And all other states involved, or all other games involved out-of-state teams. So that's your scoreboard update.
2nd and 10 Bulldogs. Howard rolling right. Flings it out. It's caught. Robbins, short gainer there, but gets it down to the 18-yard line. Jacob Durant on coverage. Good enough for a pickup of 7 on the play, 3rd and 3.
Who was the receiver there, Grant?
Robbins.
Robbins with his third catch.
Those score updates brought to you by TD Real Estate. Call Ronnie, 338-3001. Not seeing anything from 2A in there.
No, not seeing anything. Checking that Wheatland and Mitchell score, nothing updated on that one.
Here's a give right up the middle. Robbins, he's going to be close to a first down, right at the marker. If they put it on the 15, he's got it. And he does. 13th first down of the night for Gering. This is a program that has struggled for a number of years here in Nebraska. Always seems to play Torrington pretty tough in these openers. But those 2 wins last year, yeah, they feel like they can really best that this time. Now Gartner's loose, cuts it back at the 10, 5 touchdown Gering.
The 15-yard touchdown run by Gartner will put him over 100. That is his second touchdown of the night. Now 101 yards on 18 carries for the junior. He's had a nice game tonight. Tanner Gartner.
Prokup out to attempt the point after. Snap is good, and it's blown dead.
Torrington offsides.
Half the distance to the goal. We'll put it at the 1.5. And we'll see if Danny O'Boyle just wants to punch it in from there. That's what you see most of the time. But they'll just line up for another kick. Next try on the way up and good by Prokup. 10-15 left. Your score, Gering 46, Torrington 19. Back to Memorial Stadium in 30 seconds.
Pieper and Marsh Family Dentistry is now Platte River Family Dentistry. They're proud to welcome Dr. Lance Lucas to their practice. A Wheatland native, Dr. Lucas graduated from the University of Nebraska Medical Center College of Dentistry and is excited to get involved in the Torrington community. Dr. Lucas shares Platte River Family Dentistry's philosophy of providing patients with the highest quality of dental care in a gentle and efficient manner. Call Platte River Family Dentistry at 532-4448 or find them on Facebook.
Once again, we'll be home next week. Friendly confines of Wiseman Field. We'll have to look back. We know it's been in the 80s. I believe that was the last time that Torrington and Mitchell tangled.
Mitchell taking on Wheatland tonight. Tried to find an updated score on that, and it has not been updated on WyoPreps.
Morehouse deep for the Blazers as Prokup gets set to kick it off after the score. A low line drive. And this will work its way out of bounds on the near side and bring it out to the 35-yard line for Torrington.
Well, we talked about the kicking game at the start of the broadcast, and it really hasn't been stellar on either side, especially on kickoffs. Although, as you mentioned, we have been spoiled for 8 years.
We sure have. Yeah, not bad distance on these kickoffs. So, a couple of flubs. But, boy, the number of them going out of bounds tonight. Quite a few. Bryce Hager still in there at quarterback for Torrington here in the fourth quarter. Got 3 receivers out. Fake the pitch back to Flock, and the delay give to Packard, not fooling Gering as slicing through Zach Aguayo. He's made a couple of big tackles tonight.
Yeah, I was going to say, we've called his number several times. Packard no gain on first, second down, and 10. Packard's been a workhorse. 91 yards on 15 carries. Like to see him hit the century mark.
Two receivers to the right side, one to the left for Torrington. Packard standing back in the shotgun with Hager. And Bryce going to try to keep it this time. They can't get the defensive end block. And coming through to mess everything up, Brian Cape, the junior, all over Hager for the 5-yard loss. Make it a 4-yard loss.
Yeah, nobody accounted for him and sliced through. Was there to meet Hager right away. You know, Grant, I think in the second half here, Torrington is 1 of 2 through the air, only 2 attempts. They were kind of exclusively through the air there in the first half.
We'll see if they go to the air here. They will. Hager to throw, looking far side, hangs this one up. This is over everybody's head. Looking for Morehouse on the far side. Flag comes in way back at the 30-yard line. And it'll be a procedure penalty against Torrington. That's declined by Gering to bring up 4th down and 14. 8:29 left. Again, the score 46-19. All Bulldogs here tonight.
Torrington going to have to take a timeout here as the play clock winding down.
So we'll take one with them. 8:29 left. Clark and Associates scoreboard. It's Gering 46, Torrington 19. And we're back to Memorial Stadium in 30 seconds.
Looking for free instead of fees? Platte Valley Bank can keep your finances moving forward with no ATM fees. Whether you are headed to the lake, the mountains, or just to the grocery store, you can enjoy the freedom of free ATM access anywhere, anytime. Pursue life with confidence knowing Platte Valley Bank is always there to help. Visit us today at www.pvbank.com. You belong here.
Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC.
And we're back live here in Gering, coming out of the timeout. What do you think the Pokes' chances are tomorrow?
Well, tough to play a Big Ten team on the road. But, you know, I'm always impressed. Wyoming is very seldom blown out of a game. And it seems like those Craig Bowl coach teams always have a chance to win late. I hope that'll be the case.
Hackett will be out to boot this one away, standing at his 20. Good snap to him. Gets it off just in time. A high end over ender. Taken right there by, well, it wasn't Gardner. It was number 2, Harriger. And flag comes in.
Block in the back right at the reception, so they will move Gering back inside the 30 down to about the 28-yard line, I would have to think. So, no, they're going to put him right at about the 30. One would wonder if you're not going to see the second line here for Gering, as I don't see Howard out there.
Nope, I believe his night is done.
Had a nice football game.
And now Gering will take a timeout. A little bit of disarray getting the first play called for their second unit. And they will take time. Another break for us. 46-19. Blazers going to go down here in this first weekend contest. 8:20 left here in the ballgame. CNA scoreboard back after this.
Premier Bona Joint Center's team of board-certified physicians brings decades of combined experience in diagnosing, treating, and rehabilitating orthopedic conditions in their respective subspecialties. Whether we're working with children, senior citizens, or University of Wyoming athletes, we ensure our patients always receive compassionate, thorough, and effective care to restore quality of life. Visit us online at premierbonajoint.com. Wherever you need us, we'll be there with 9 locations across Wyoming. Premier Bona Joint Centers, worthy of Wyoming.
Supporting our youth, that's what Torrington Beverage has been so proud of for so many years. So when you need to quench your thirst, do it with a Pepsi product, Sobe, Brisk Lipton Tea, Rockstar, or Gatorade. Plus they have the juice to get you going in the mornings with Frappuccinos, Starbucks iced coffee, and Muscle Milk, helping supply this community with top-of-the-line drinks. Torrington Beverage is the proud sponsor of Goshen County Sports and believes in neighbors helping neighbors. Remember, that's Torrington Beverage. Get your thirst on.
Baron Williams, your new quarterback for Gering. And the handoff coming to Creighton Beals. Not much for him. Looks like the majority of those Blazers starters still out there, and that was Bryce Hager, who spun Beals to the turf after a pickup of 2. 2nd and 8 from the 32-yard line. $7:45 left to go here. Williams, just a sophomore. And the give coming. Goes to Beals again, not much there. Again, led by Hager on the stop. Tried to see who the other Blazer was that got in there. And I think that was Barrett Eichenberger.
Out
sophomore.
There. Yep, out there playing linebacker.
So 3rd down now and about 4. Williams going to let some time slip off the clock. Hand it right up the middle. That give to number 14, Bo Gable. And met at the line of scrimmage. Stopped after no gain. 4th down and 4. Punt team on the way for the Bulldogs. Dropping back, it'll be Brendan Flock. We'll see if Flock can get loose. So low snap, picked up, booted out of there. Just a low squibber that takes a Gering bounce at the 45, rolls dead at the 40.
Touchdown at about the 40-yard line. Torrington will take over there.
And we'll see if we get some new Blazers into the contest. We do. Nunu Brady will be in there at running back. Hager will stay in there at quarterback. Blazers got a couple other options there. One of them has been playing wide receiver all night. Actually, both of them are. Hibben and Morehouse, your backup quarterbacks. Hager will give Brady and gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Stop made, number 75, Brian Cape.
Trailblazers. Tackle on the play, number 75, Brian Cape for the Bulldogs.
All over but the shouting here. Playing out the string here. 5 minutes and change left. Here's Brady right up the middle. And showing a good head of steam across the 45 out to about the 47-yard line. Good enough for a pickup of 7 for the sophomore.
Yeah, yards after first contact there for Brady is he was hit at the line of scrimmage, continued to chug and got 7 yards out of the carry.
Last year, the Blazers lost a tight one to the Bulldogs at home. That kind of surprised everybody, as loaded as Torrington was last year. And then a COVID situation hit. Torrington had to forfeit game 2 to Douglas. And then didn't lose again until the state semifinals. Here's a give. Brady right up the middle. The delay give, a first down across midfield down to the 46-yard line, and Torrington will move the chains.
Yeah, that seems like eons ago, but yeah, remember that now.
Blazers finished the season last year 8-3. Morehouse in motion. Brady getting a huge chunk of yardage, and now he's across the 30, caught from behind, but not until he gets all the way down to the 16-yard line. Nunu Brady showing some speed there.
30 yards on the carry for Brady. Now 44 yards on 4 carries. Pretty good average, especially since he got 0 on his first one.
.325 left. Blazers staying on the ground here. Hager will hand off to him again. This time he'll get caught in the backfield, and Moravich said, "We've had enough of that," and sends Brady sprawling for a 5-yard loss.
1 step forward, 5 yards back. He got whacked pretty good, didn't he?
Welcome to varsity football, young man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
2:35 left. Twins to the right side, single receiver left. And we'll have Eichenberger in the backfield. This will be a false start. Eichenberger went forward before the snap came back. 50 yards in penalties tonight against the Blazers. 70 against the Bulldogs. And as we said here, just kind of playing out the string here in the fourth quarter, but we'd sure like to see the Blazers try to get in the end zone here and eclipse that 20-point mark. Here's the give, Durant. Jacob Durant. First carry of the game, Michael? I'm not sure, but a good chunk of yardage across the 15 down to about the 12-yard line goes Durant.
13-yard carry for Durant. Now that is his first carry according to my stats.
He started the ball game. Hager once again to Durant. Stutter step, then gets thrown back, but gets a couple of more down to the 10-yard line. And it'll be 4th down and 4 for the Blazers at the Gering 10-yard line. 1:20 left. Let's see if the Blazers can keep this drive alive. Get into the end zone here. Taking their sweet time, and they'll call a timeout. Going to try to score before the end of the game here. Minute 4 left. Torrington in the red zone. It's Gering 46, Blazers 19. And we're back to Memorial Stadium in 30 seconds.
What's on your back-to-school list? Pens, pencils, notebooks? What about an eye exam? Torrington Vision Source reminds you that now is the time to make sure your child's eyes are ready to learn. There are only a few vision problems that are identified by screenings, but comprehensive vision evaluations by our optometrists ensure that your child gets the care and attention they need. We carry a large supply of frames and lens types, along with contact lenses perfectly suited to them. Your one source for caring for your child's eyes. Torrington Vision Source. Doctors Grant and Linda Jones, 1418 East M Street. Call 532-4114.
Welcome back. Torrington will face a 4th and 4 after this timeout. The ball sitting on the Bulldog 10-yard line. Got to get to the 6. Still have quite a bit of time. Try to stick it in the end zone here. 64 seconds left. Now Gering will come out of their huddle at the same time as the Blazers do from their respective sidelines. And we'll see if the Blazers can keep it going here. Hager up under center. Fake the give. Hager receiving heat, trying to run away from it. Tiptoeing on the far sideline. Now caught from behind. I don't think he got there. They're going to spot him down at about the 7. I think it's a yard short.
No lack of try there by Hager, but going to end up about a yard, just exactly a yard short, isn't he?
Victory formation coming up for Gering. Quite a few fans have left the stadium with things getting late here, but many still around on a beautiful night. Gonna see the end of this one.
Quarterback for the Bulldogs.
Gering will bunch themselves up. Snap given. Down goes the knee. And they'll probably have to do that one more time. Torrington once again back in action next week to open things up at home against Mitchell. Look for a pregame show 6:30. Kickoff 7 o'clock from Wiseman Field. And don't forget, coming up here shortly, Tim Hurst. High school football scoreboard show on 98.3 Kerm FM. One more knee by Gering, and this thing is over. The Gering Bulldogs, for the second year in a row, defeat the Torrington Trailblazers. Your final score, Gering 46, Torrington 19. Let's take a 3-minute timeout, and we'll be back to run through your post-game stats and have a chat with head coach Russell Steinmetz.
This is Al Maloney, General Manager at Transwest Ford, letting you know that our service department is open to serve you. Stop by and take advantage of the best value in town with the works for only $64.95. We are confident that once you experience our service, you'll never take your vehicle anywhere else. We service all makes and models. Stop by and visit today or call our team to schedule your appointment. Drive a little, save a lot at Transwest Ford of Torrington.
Ty's Pit Stop in Lingle is under new ownership. Johanna Abernathy would like to welcome new owners Dave and Heather Saul. The Sauls will continue to offer the same great customer service that you have come to expect from Ty's Pit Stop. Robert and Johanna owned and operated Ty's Pit Stop for 17 years. On behalf of Robert, Johanna would like to thank each and every customer over the years. They truly appreciated your business and wishes Dave and Heather Saul all the best in their new endeavor.
At Points West Community Bank, we know that agriculture is more than a business. It is a way of life. With over 94 years of experience in serving Goshen County, we understand and value the ways of our local farmers and ranchers. Through the quality of banking services and lending relationships, we take the time to know our customer and learn their operation firsthand. Stop in today to meet with our friendly and experienced lending staff to discuss your agricultural business needs. We look forward to seeing you. Points West Community Bank, a new direction in banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
End of the game wrap-up brought to you by number 34, and we thank Shad for getting us some new copy for his post-game sponsorship. You know, the importance of mental health has never been more prevalent, especially when it comes to the youth in our area. Young people can face difficulties, and number 34 is here to help. Shad and the crew are now offering wraparound services in Torrington, Laramie, Cheyenne, Douglas, Wheatland, Lusk, and all towns in between. To learn more, call number 34, 532-0134. Bringing you end of the game stats. Quick scoring summary. Boy, there was a bunch of it for an opening game. First quarter, Gering strikes first. Pro Cup, 23-yard field goal. They're up 3-0. Minute 16 left in the first. Bonsack gets his lone touchdown of the night, a 1-yard run. Pro Cup's kick made it 10-0. Gering again in the second quarter, 11:57 left before half. Williams' 3-yard catch from Howard, kick no good, made it 16-0. Then Torrington gets on the board, and it looks like it's going to be a game, 11:01. A beautiful strike, 77 yards, Bryce Hager to Brendan Flock. Holden Hackett's kick made it 16-7, but Gering strikes back. 7:31 left. Gartner, the 2-yard run, kick no good, 22-7. 3 more scores in that amount of time to end the half. Torrington strikes back, 4:08 left. How about Dylan Packard, a 15-yard run, one of his 2 scores tonight. The kick was no good, made it 22-13. Gering right back as Robbins catches a 6-yard pass from Howard, 29-13. And then the final score in the first half, 35 seconds left. Pro Cup, a 28-yard field goal to make the halftime score 32-13. Third quarter, couple of scores in the third. Gering with 11:48 left. Gartner takes the opening kickoff of the second half, scampers 91 yards for the touchdown. That made it 39-13. Blazers strike back in the third, 3:45 left. How about a 39-yard touchdown run from Dylan Packard? The kick was blocked, made it 39-19, and for good measure, 10:15 left in the fourth quarter for Gering. Gartner goes in from 15 yards out. The kick was good. That made the final score 46-19. The Blazers finished the game with 11 first downs, Gering with 13. The Blazers penalized 8 times for 50 yards. Gering penalized 9 times for 70 yards. How about this? No turnovers by the Gering Bulldogs and 5 for the Torrington Trailblazers. Story of the ball game here tonight. Send it over to Mike here for a look at more team and individual stats.
Just to kind of drive that same point home, 308 in total offense for Torrington, 315 in total offense for Gering. Gering, the majority of theirs through the air, they finished the night 12 of 20 for 191, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. On the ground, 31 carries for 124 yards. Gartner, their leading ball carrier, 18 carries for 101. But Torrington, a little more balanced as they with 197 yards on the ground, 111 through the air. Leading ball carrier, Dylan Packard, 91 yards on 15 carries. They also were 6 of 13 for 111 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, through the air were the Torrington Trailblazers. Leading receiver Brendan Flock, 4 receptions, 98 yards, 1 touchdown. So Torrington did a much better job in the second half carrying the football, keeping things on the ground, and in fact, just 3 pass attempts in the second half altogether. So those are your end-of-the-game stats.
We'll take a break here and await the arrival of head coach Russell Steinmetz, starting to make his way up right now. We'll talk with the coach coming up in just a second here. So, again, Gering wins this one, 46-19 over Torrington. Back with the coach after this.
Our producers know that running a successful operation these days requires having reliable service and quality products. That's why you know you can trust the knowledgeable people at Westco to provide you sound agronomic advice, aerial application, bulk fuel, lubricants, propane, tires, and other essentials to keep your operation running smoothly. Our priority is helping you succeed. Call or visit your nearest Westco location today. Westco. Service, solutions, success.
Westco's your best value through and through.
Yo, Jake, what's up? Okay, Mom, on my way. Hey, girl, can you share your math notes? Whoa, that was close.
When you get behind the wheel, give your phone to a passenger. Put it in the glove compartment. Just don't text and drive. The suspense won't kill you. Texting might. Between 2016 and 2020, nearly 1,800 people in Wyoming were injured in crashes involving a distracted driver. 53 died. Stop the texts, stop the wrecks. A message from WYDOT.
This is Wade Brew, Market President with Pinnacle Bank. Pinnacle Bank has been serving the lending needs of farmers, ranchers, and commercial business owners of the Wyobraska area, where we've called home for over 100 years. Let us put our resources to work for you with local decision-making from a family-owned bank. Give us a call or visit us at www.wypinnbank.com. Pinnacle Bank, Torrington and Mitchell, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
It feels good to be free. Free to come and go. Set your pace and choose your path. Banner Torrington Community Hospital offers new technologies, in-state specialists for the road less traveled, and the healthcare professionals you know for a familiar face along the way. Torrington Community Hospital, providing a wide breadth of care, making healthcare easier so life can be better.
We treat you like family.
Time now. Welcome back to Memorial Stadium, everybody. Torrington losers tonight in opening round action as they fall to Gering 46-19. We're now joined by head coach of the Torrington Trailblazers, Russell Steinmetz. And, I guess, Russ, good thing this is the first game of the season, no doubt about it. Hard to come back when you dig yourself a hole that quick out of the gate.
Yeah, we really dug ourselves a hole. Just turning the ball over, giving them such a short field, and then they capitalize every time we did turn the ball over there, whether it was a field goal or a touchdown. So just really, you can't do that. I mean, shot ourselves in the foot a lot that first half. Get behind, tried to come out the second half. They returned the opening kickoff. So, I mean, just dug ourselves hole after hole tonight, I thought.
Yeah, and I don't think it helped matters very much either. Right out of the gate in the first quarter, one of your main dudes goes down tonight, in Sam Birdsall. What's his status? What happened there?
Sam's a very tough kid. No doubt about that. His toughness level. So I know he's injured. Ankles got rolled up on in that play. So I would expect him to be back this coming Friday. He's just a tough kid. I know he's gonna do his therapy, do everything he can so that he is back.
I think in a lot of ways you responded pretty well in this game. In a lot of instances, I think it's just Gering responded right back against you.
Yeah, I mean, you go through their roster and 23 juniors, something like that. And so where they're filling in with juniors, we're filling in with sophomores. And a lot of these sophomores, every single one of them, actually, this was their first varsity experience. So there's nothing like that. So the experience that these sophomores got tonight due to injuries, due to concussion, all that stuff. So just excited for what these sophomores can really do.
Yeah, you get you basically get a scrimmage. I mean, you don't want to lose the first game, and Grant and I talked about this earlier, but this game doesn't cost you anything. This gives you an idea of where you're at. What do you identify? What do you see? This football team has some strengths, but you also come up with some weaknesses. Where do you go from here?
Yeah, I think strength, Dylan Packard at running back, I was excited for what he did. Just a very determined runner. We need to block for him better up front. And then we also saw the speed of Brendan Flock on the pass in the, first or second quarter, first half. So, we do have that speed. And then we'll have another deep threat when Juan Stevens comes back. So, also I just want to mention, this was Bryce Hager's first varsity game, taking snaps and everything. So I want to hand him congrats. I know it was a loss, but I thought what he did commanding our offense, which is not an easy task at all, having Nikolai and myself in his ear all game long. And he really never came off the field either. He's out there defense every single play in the tackles. So I was pleased with that junior tonight also.
Is that something you think Russ can continue throughout the rest of the year, being able to play Bryce on both sides of the ball?
Yeah, I think, we absolutely have to have him on offense. And so we might sparingly put him on defense. We've talked about maybe putting him more back in the secondary, but he's such an aggressive kid that I don't want to take that away from him because, he was one of our leading points getters last year as a sophomore. So, just a very aggressive kid. And I think if we kept him on the sideline, I'd feel sorry for what our opponents are going to face when they go against him on the offense or when they're on defense and he's at Q.
I think you'd see him sneaking out behind you, getting out on the field. He's that type of a competitor and wants to be in there and be a part of it, doesn't he?
Yeah, just hard-nosed kid. So, a couple positives, but there's for sure things to clean up. Our blocking assignments up front, we're not crisp, clean, several missed assignments. So work on those. We did have some subs playing in those positions too, but we still we have to clean stuff up, show them on film, etc.
I was going to say, it seemed like a long game. It seemed like a lot of plays from scrimmage. You got a lot of game film to analyze in this, don't you?
Absolutely. I was kind of shocked with the, after the half, I was like, man, that felt forever, and that was only a half of football. So it was a long game, but yeah, there'll be a lot of football to analyze, and it's going to be a quick turnaround as we have Mitchell next Friday.
What do you think about the Tigers coming to town for first time in a long time?
Yeah, we've talked, as coaches, we've kind of talked, we see these kids in other sports, like track would probably be the main one. So I know that they have speed, and so it's going to be interesting to see, how they're going to play into our hands.
Just looking at a score off of WyoPreps there, Mitchell defeats Wheatland tonight 48-6. So a football team obviously coming in, going to be another good test for you.
Yeah, absolutely. We gave up, 49 tonight here in Gering, so lots of things to clean up defensively. I didn't really care for the way we were tackling at times either. So just dropping down, we need to run through people. So a lot of things to clean up, although I think everything can be fixed.
Sure. I know you'll have a busy week getting to it, and we look forward to getting back home and opening up the home season at Wiseman Field.
Yes, it'll be nice to be at home.
Appreciate it, Russell. Good luck next week. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Head coach Russell Steinmetz of the Torrington Trailblazers. We always appreciate him coming by. And that will do it for us here in Gering, as we will pack up and head home and get ready for the Mitchell Tigers. A lot to get ready for there, Michael. That score surprises me.
Yeah, that's number 4. And early season rankings don't always mean a lot, but that's a big win for Mitchell right out of the gate against Wheatland.
Really is. Blazers will have their hands full again next week at home. They will take on the Mitchell Tigers pregame at 6:30 on KGOS and kickoff at 7 o'clock. And we'll have our big full crew there. Big thanks to John Gunn back at the station and the guys here. Ryan Caith running the computer. Kyler Clark running the camera. You saw it all on YouTube. Those of you that were watching, it was a good way to get things kicked off here with our coverage here in Gering. But a loss for the Torrington Trailblazers to start the season here as they go down to the Gering Bulldogs. 46-19, your final score for the whole crew. This is Grant Jones. We'll send it back to the studios at KGOS. Have yourselves a great weekend, everybody.